we're all doing well. Today, I don't know if you guys saw the post about it, but the rules for the ACNH Rags to Riches Challenge have been posted finally, and I have been very, drastically burnt out on Animal Crossing lately. So I thought, why not try it? I was pretty 50-50 for a while, and now that I've seen the rules, I'm fairly interested. Let me know how the volume for the music, by the way, so I can adjust it as needed. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all doing good. Let me say hello to you guys. Also, hey, you can hear, right? The mic's okay, wait. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. Let me see, everyone, if the scrolling bar will work. Hello, Ashlyn. Bobby. I don't know who is here before Ash, but either way, welcome in. Hello, Sleeping Stitches. Hello, Canadian. Welcome in. What will you name your island? Here's the thing, though. I'm pretty certain. Why does my outfit look like that? Hold on. Okay, let me switch to the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because this is just not cute. What am I wearing? I don't remember putting this on. I'm so confused. What is going on here? Hello? Why does my outfit look like that? I don't remember this. What am I wearing? Okay, well, I'm not gonna keep this silence. There's not really much of a point, but I don't want to start off the stream looking like this. Last time we played, oh, now I remember. Okay, yeah, thank you. I was like, why am I wearing this? What happened to my outfit? Okay, not that it matters that much, because it will be getting reset. I do want to talk about for a moment, though, why I decided to do this. I'm going to kind of roam around the island for the memory's sake while I talk about it. I'm kind of conflicted if I want to start to do Rags to Riches. Honestly, I say maybe wait a few days, and if you wanted to maybe watch a few other people stream it, so I guarantee you there's going to be people streaming it. To see how you feel about it, and if you said it's not for you, then it's not for you. But I guarantee you a lot of people will be playing it, so you have plenty of about it and see how other people feel about it too, if that helps. Feeling dinner, life is good. Hello, Batty Crossing, and hello, Tess. Welcome to the game. So whenever I originally thought of this island theme, I thought it was great. I thought it was very unique. I was very proud of the idea. And then burnout hit me so hard. And part of me thinks the fact that it's such an ultra theme, I just feel like that made it so much work out. Yeah, it's a cool idea. It's really unique, but I feel like the fact that nobody else really does that kind of thing, maybe they do and I just haven't seen it. But I think that fed into the burnout because it's hard to find ideas for that. So while I am proud of what I set up on this island, and it was the island that I did Scavenger League on, I just don't think I'm going to continue, to be honest. Also, part of the rules is the fact that you have to have a brand new island. You have to be willing to do that. And I'm not going to reset my forever island, so inevitably it means this one has to get reset, which I'm okay with. I'm just kind of strolling around for memory's sake while I kind of just have a little chit chat in the beginning. What are the rules? Speaking of those, I downloaded the pictures. I think I put them to a different file type before I can bring them on screen. Best way that I can summarize it is there's different categories that you can play as, and every category collectively has to abide by it. And then depending on the category that you play as, whichever one you select for yourself, each one is going to have its own pros and cons for the challenge. It's randomly cutting out. Thank you so much for saying that so I can fix it. How bad is it? Hold on. I'm trying to fix it right now. Let me know how it is now. I scooted it a little bit closer to myself. If it's still having little problems, let me know so I can try and fix it again. Hello, Sedef. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Normally, whenever I reset an island, it's typically when I finish it, I have you guys come over and we have a little goodbye party. However, I think I have to start with pretty much nothing for the next island, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. But how's the audio now? Can you guys let me know? Thank you for speaking up about it, by the way, because I would have been mortified if I did the whole stream like that. Genuinely, I would have been so embarrassed. Here, well, I give you guys a chance to give feedback on the audio really fast. I think I might go ahead and convert those files so I can actually show them to you on stream. Unless it decides to work now, which that would be great. He's down on the couch with their phone because of a cold. Guys, I'm so sorry, but welcome to the stream. I hope you feel better soon. It cuts out for one word. So I'll be talking and for one word in the sentence, it'll do that. Gotcha. Okay, well, thank you for speaking up. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Here, I'm gonna bring up the rules on screen and then we'll probably go ahead and start the resetting process. Is it better now, though? think I might do it because I kind of regret not doing hard mode. I say go for it. Really think about it though. If you want to, maybe you could watch the stream for a bit and decide how you feel about it. Thanks, I'm doing good. How are things to you guys? I'm doing good. I'm excited to try this. Like, worst comes to worst, I end up changing it again. But you know what? I feel like it's fine. Done. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for waiting, everybody. I feel like it's a good idea now to go ahead and bring that up because I know people are going to ask what the rules are. Okay. Hopefully that works. There we go. Okay, so here's one of them. This one has all of the villager rules, the economy rules, restarting rules, daily rules, etc. And then while you guys get a look at that, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the other image. Thank you so much for being so patient. I appreciate that so very much. Right. I'm assuming the volume for the music is loud either because I don't think anybody's said anything. But if there are issues, please let me know so I can turn that down and or turn it up depending on what's needed. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's two of these. If at any point you want me to bring up one of these images so you can get a look at it, go ahead and let me know. I'm gonna turn both of those off actually and then move the alert box. There we go. Okay. I think we should be good now. I think that's everything. But again, if you guys want to see either of those images at some point later on, please let me know so I can move it for you. I'm gonna be really, I've not been able to watch the past live streams. That's okay. You can always watch the VODs if you want to. I know it's not necessarily the same thing, but it's something. It's fine. The music? Lurk A while I finish my makeup. Hello, Ash. Welcome in and no worries. Good. I'm embarrassed that the mic was having problems, but it's fine. It's fine. It'd be like that. Screenshot just in case you end up doing it. No worries. I also posted both of them in the AC general chat channel if you want to go and save those images for yourself or just go and look at them there. I might actually pin those there. That's about everything though. I don't see a need to linger on this island for too much longer. In regards to island fruit, I would love to have cherries. I feel like that'd be fun, like cherries or oranges. But honestly, I'll take like anything as long as it's not pears. I have pears on this island and they're also my least favorite. But if I end up with pears, it's really not too big of a deal. I'm just like mildly picky. Which class are you going to do? That's something I've been debating about. I think I might do farmer. I think I'm gonna do farmer or forager, but I've been leaning a lot more towards farmer. The bathroom that I never finished. Right, I'm just reminiscing on the memories before I reset. I'll ask one last time, then I'll stop because I don't want to be repetitive about it. But it hasn't cut out again since I scooted the mic closer, right? I just want to make sure. I apparently never finished that room either. I would say this island got to about the 60% mark. Yeah, it's been better. It hasn't cut out. Okay. Well, if it does, please speak up because I'm going to be really embarrassed if I stream like that. Let's never forget the one Disney Dreamlight Valley stream where I thought there was music playing the whole time and then it wasn't working. Let's never forget. I mean, to be honest, I feel like the island theme for this was very unique and I was proud of it, but like a lot of these, not a lot of them, but like a handful of these builders are kind of questionable and I'm not sad about leaving them behind. I will, however, be taking a screenshot of the symbol that I terraformed on the map. I can have that for memories. I was really proud of that. I went ahead and I closed out of it just because I'm not gonna need any of that. I forgot, do we do that through here? Or no, it's through settings. You would think that, considering how many times I've reset before, have this memorized, and I genuinely... One thing about this challenge is getting villagers on your island normally that you don't hunt for. I also just feel like it opens up your mind to like villagers that maybe you didn't consider would be good before. Like I feel like it just, oh, that's not what we want to click on. I love that I always do this every single time without fail. Always. There we go, I found it. I always struggle with this for some reason. I don't know why I'm like this. I'm also eating some Burger King for a late lunch. What about you? Animal Crossing. If you're wondering what I had for lunch though, I had a hot dog again with the sweet barbecue sauce. good though, so it's fine. Then just for the sake of having this for a potential video, I'm taking a screenshot of that screen for part of a thumbnail. Bye! The way that it does that is so fast. Look for the applause. Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the stream. If I was to do the challenge, I think I would be the farmer. I feel like I would be too. I feel like I almost said forager for a second. I meant to say fugitive. I feel like the fugitive option is going to be really chaotic and funny, but I don't know if I want to, because I think for each category, yeah, there's certain NPCs that if they spawn on your island, you have to pay a certain fee in bells. And I feel like Red, I don't think he spawns as much as some of the other ones, but he still spawns a good amount. I think for being a fugitive, you have to pay like 99,000 bells or something. Like, I'm good. I don't want to pay that constantly. I'm good. I will stay out of that. So most likely I'll do farmer, because I feel like it seems the simplest. The dog is also barking, so it's my stream featuring Also, hey, wait, I feel like I should check one more time just to make sure. I don't remember how many rerolls we can have, and I feel like that's probably something that I should check. Let me see. There we go, okay. Just so I can read it better, I'm gonna have it cover the whole screen, but I won't leave that there, it's okay. So for the restarting rules, you must have a new island for the challenge. God, I've already done that. You can have up to one reroll on the island layout. So we have to be very, 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 very picky with the results we have, because we're not gonna have that many options. Starting villagers must pick their housing spot. I think that was pretty much same thing for hard mode, so we're good on that. You must pick a starting class, of course. I'm probably gonna pick farmer, but again, I'm not really sure. We can discuss our options later. Island name must start with the letter associated with your class. See image A. I'm pretty sure for farmer, it's starting with the letter F. I was gonna start at house graduation. I decided not to because of how my family felt. Wait, why? Why not? Forager is, wait, so core? So what? I'm reading chat through Streamlabs, so if you already corrected a typo, I didn't see it. And then you must put ACH rags to riches on the bulletin board. All penalty fees will be paid by putting your bells into a trash can item. Oh, okay. That was something I was curious about that I didn't know. For the bell fees goes into a trash can. That answers my question. That was the main thing I was looking for, was to see how many rerolls I had, because I couldn't remember. I have a question for you, and my question, I was wondering if you need any more mods to help you live stream. I've been looking for a mod job to do. We're currently not looking for any more moderators, but whenever we need them, if we need them, we'll post about it in the updates channel on Discord and in the community tab. Thank you so much for offering, though. I appreciate that. We're so core, like it's just own core. I mean, there are categories as in like different like jobs that you can. I feel like that's a better way to put it. It's like different like jobs that you have. I feel like part of me probably should have, even if it would have taken a bit longer, made a dream address for the previous island, but it's a little too late for that, so I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. Even though I didn't finish it, would have been cool to have it. You think this is real cool? Hello, Yoshi, welcome in. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I was super burnt out before anyways, and I watched the premiere for the Rags to Riches challenge, and I just kind of thought, why not? Sure. Like, worst that can happen is that I get burnt out again, or I decide that I don't like it. I just feel like, you know, it doesn't hurt to at least try. But there's also nothing wrong with not wanting to participate, and that's totally okay if anybody chooses not to. I just kind of thought, hey, why not? I don't really stream Animal Crossing every day anymore anyways. Yeah, I restarted it. I never finished it because I got burnt out and bored of the game for a really long time. I also just lost motivation to really decorate the island anyways. I'm gonna let you guys know now though, whenever we're looking at the map options, I'm gonna be looking at those for a long time. Like, I'm going to nitpick them as much as humanly possible because I'm not gonna have that many options. Technically a total of 8 options if I decide to re-roll the first time. No Rip Your Life's Poison Core Island. I mean, it was a really cool theme, but being super realistic with you, I just felt like I couldn't continue on it anymore. Like, I didn't have any more ideas. I didn't feel drawn to it anymore. Like, it was a cool theme to start with, and I was proud of that unique theme. Maybe I can even revisit that someday, but I just didn't feel driven to work on it anymore, and I feel like it's not really fair to have to feel like that. So I was very willing to reset that island. I dreamed just before I forget. No worries, take your time. If you want to lurk for a bit, you can. I just have a lack of cold that I feel. I got it. Well, I'm sorry. Having a cold is no fun. I feel like it's just so inconvenient and normally by the winter I get to the character custom screen for any reset stream. Usually I'll just go through it really fast and fix it later so I can look at more island maps a lot quicker. But we're only gonna have so many options. I think for this one, I am gonna take my time on it. Just make sure that I look. I think I've done this as a poll before, but I kind of want to type it again. I'm cutting in and out again? Really? That's annoying. Well, thank you for speaking. Okay, I just tried fixing it. Let me know how it is now. I had to lean down to grab the little box on my computer. Guess who's back? Hello, Shiver. Welcome back. How was your vacation? Let me know how it is now, though. I'm gonna leave it on this screen and talk for a little bit while I type up the poll, and you can let me know how it is now. I did the thing on the mic box that Ben told me to last time, so hopefully that helped. It sounds a lot better. I hear no cutting out. Okay, well, thank you for speaking up. It did that a little bit ago, and I was told that it stopped, so I guess it probably just started up again. It was really, really hot. It was humid AF. It's super humid here, so I get you. I totally empathize with that. Almost done. All right, poll is up. I just was curious as to what everybody's favorite Animal Crossing nose was. Team Circle, Team Triangle, or Team Square? Let me know. I have this mouth for my Forever Island, so I think I'm gonna choose this one because this one's my go-to. And I'm feeling circle nose for this island. Let me fix the hair because I clearly have not done that yet. There we go. That's a bit better. But apart from that, it was really good. Well, I'm glad you had a nice time. The apartment we were staying also didn't have a fan, so we had to stick with just using air conditioning. Got it. Well, I'm sorry that you were like partly miserable from the weather. I hope you still really enjoyed it though, and I hope you made some good memories. Team Circle. I mean, I feel like I like all of them. The triangle is the most nostalgic because for a long time that was the only option you had just by default. No matter what you looked like, you had the triangle nose. And it's cool that in New Horizons we have other options. But like, I don't know. I've had all of them, but the triangle is definitely most nostalgic. I'm trying not to rush it too much because we're only gonna have so many re-rolls. I think after that poll, I'll probably type one that's just about like, hey, are you doing rags to riches? Yeah, the poll is for Animal Crossing noses. Okay, we're gonna have to be very picky, you guys. We're gonna have to examine these very closely together. Because I only get one more re-roll after this. Interesting, okay. I feel like I have to always tell myself this, but when it comes to an Animal Crossing map, I always find it really, really cool whenever the rivers form their own little island in the middle, like there's a, but I forgot the actual word. Somebody remind me if you know what it is. But it's really cool to me whenever there's a bunch of rivers that form a little plot of land in the middle, because like there's like a moat around it essentially. So the top left one and the bottom left one both have that, but in different sizes. And I have to remind myself, you can easily terraform that once you unlock terraforming. So I try not to go towards that unless there's just something else super magical about it. The bottom right one has a flower / star pond, depending on how you look at it. And then the top right one, I don't know. I don't really have any commentary for it. I don't know. What do you guys think about these maps? We're gonna nitpick these together. Probably another while I read the rules. No worries. I sent both images in the Animal Crossing general chat if you wanted to go look at it. I will say, I'm really excited to try this. but I didn't consider making a dream dress like I should have. Even though I didn't finish the island, sure, but I still should have. Hello, welcome to the stream. You still didn't tell me how to pronounce your name. I asked yesterday. Is it like... I don't want to say it how I think it is. I feel like it's going to sound bad. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Can you please tell me? Here, I'm going to pin you in the chat so you know who I'm talking about, because I don't want to mispronounce your name. I feel like that's mean. Can you please let me know, how do I pronounce your name? Top left, and you can put your house there. My phone needs to be silenced. It's like vibrating much. There we go. Put it on work mode. I like the bottom right because the flower pond and the funky river. I also have to consider things like the cliffs that are there, where, what's the word? Where the dock is, the location of the secret beach. There's a lot of factors to consider here. No. The thing is, though, I'm not gonna have a ladder and vaulting pole right away. It would be really cool, though, if I did hypothetically choose the top left one. It would be really cool to put it on that plot of land in the middle. Both what you think? I don't know. Something else I haven't talked about yet is airport color as well. I feel like I can't afford to be super picky this time around. The only thing that I don't want is an orange airport, but if I end up with that, it is what it is. Like, I'll live. It'll be fine. It's just not ideal. What you think is under the rule? True. I will say, if you look at the top right one, the cliffs that are on the top left part of the top right map, picture how that's going to look in person. It's going to be a river that flows down several levels of cliff, and I feel like that's going to be gorgeous. Oh. There's like a few things to like and a few things to dislike about every map option here, so I'm very conflicted. That's the word. Oh, and Troy could do a poll about it, and then we can talk about it from there. Team Circle, by the way, is very much in the lead here. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, I would make sure the other one ended because I can't enter a new one until the other one ends. True, it's also like on the back of the... Oh wait, okay, I couldn't see this was cut off from the poll. Sure, but it's also like on the back of the map, so it's not a scene. I don't know. Also, I'm a very slow typer, so please give me a moment. Watch me like see whichever one gets a bunch of votes, and then I'm just like, I'm gonna choose this one, and it's like total opposite of what you guys suggested. I feel like we're not gonna be surprised here. I'm just trying to look for suggestions and feedback about what you guys think about these maps. I know it's ultimately my own choice, but I still like want to see what everybody else thinks. And on one hand, I know I feel like I should choose what I feel drawn to, but I just really need to consider here what the maps already have to offer as is in every possible category. You know? And by the way, while you guys are looking at that, the other poll says 60% Team Circle and then 20% for both Team Triangle and Team Square. I think of all of them, I keep looking at this top left one the most. I really don't know why, but I just keep looking at it. I keep looking at it, and I feel very drawn to it. But at the same time, I feel like any of the other ones could be cool too. In fact, I changed my mind about the bottom left one though. I feel like the bottom left one, like the river on the bottom, is kind of shaped like a pelvis. And anytime I see a map where the river is shaped like a pelvis, I immediately don't like it anymore once I make that connection. So bottom left one, I feel like is out of the question. I will say though, what I will give it credit for is that resident services is very nicely aligned with airport. It's not exact, like I don't know if you guys can tell from how far away you are, but it's like slightly off, but like by barely. Bottom left is out, not bottom left. Yeah, bottom left is out of the question. I will give it credit though for how nicely lined up those two things are. I'm taking forever on the screen, I'm sorry. Yeah, bottom left is not even getting any votes anyways. Everybody so far is voting for top left and or bottom right. I see what you guys mean though. I don't know if it's what you guys are looking at for it, but the bottom right one, there's a nice plot of land, like a nice amount of space to walk around on the bottom right one. I feel like for the most part, it's of course not fully evenly split down the middle, but the bottom right one's river is almost splitting it half and half, and I feel like that gives you a lot of space to work with. This one just has a really cool river. So I don't know. I feel like it's probably going to be tied between this top left one and this bottom right one. Yeah, I think it's going to be between those two. Top left or bottom right. We're still on the first reroll too, so if I get to whatever island it is and I'm just so horrified at the results that I have, I can still reroll one more time. And thank you for using the like command. Liking the stream is free and it's a very easy way to support me. Thank you so much. Also, bottom right, since the airport is to the right, you can do a split path at the entrance. Ooh. I think you might have just sold me on that one. I'm gonna, just so I can not stay on this screen for forever, I think I'm gonna click on this one now and try it out. It's like a path to the airport and a path to the left. I like this one too. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm sorry that it took so long on that one, but I did give you guys a warning. I had a feeling I was gonna stay on that one for a long time. I feel like this one was a slightly better choice than the other one too, because as I said with the terraforming, once that's unlocked, I could easily terraform a little island like that if I wanted to that badly. And then that part's just a very random question. You just kind of click on it, and it doesn't really mean anything. It's just like a fun question. I think people even asked Nintendo about that to see if it meant anything in particular, and they confirmed that no, it's just a random fun question to ask. Or watch them be lying, and it does mean something. No, I'm sure people have tested that, and it's just like a fun question. All right, so what native fruit do we think I'm gonna have? I would love to have for this challenge like cherries or oranges, to be honest. I mean, eventually I'm gonna ideally have all the fruits planted on my island, but for native, I would love to have like cherries or oranges. But in terms of an actual prediction, I feel like I'm probably gonna see like, I'm feeling oranges still for some reason. Maybe it's just because I want them. I'm subconsciously trying to manifest it. I'm getting that vibe. Pears. I just had pears, but honestly, you guys remember when I was resetting for the other island, how much I struggled to find an island with pears whenever I needed them for once? Watch that be totally opposite this time around. I just see a bunch of pears. I feel like that's what's gonna happen, honestly. Watch that happen to me. What, also, I can probably end that poll now. I almost forgot. Okay, let's see. I will take just about any airport color. Orange is my least favorite for airport colors, but like if it happens, it happens. I'm nervous. Like I'm nervous, but I'm excited at the same time. Which filter have oranges? What if I got a really good island on the first try? What if I did? I finished reading the rules, but does anyone know what TT? It stands for time travel. I'm shook. Okay, so I like the yellow airports. I mean, I've been told that people call them P airports, but I still like them. I think they're cute. I like boots. Tammy, kind of questionable. Kind of questionable, but fine. There's worse villagers out there. Boots I really like personally. Oranges were one of the fruit options I was really, really hoping for. I feel like it would be too much of a risk to reset this island. But I can't help it because part of my brain is like, what if you changed it anyways? What if you changed it anyways and went to see what the other option was? But I feel like that would be way too risky. Wait, what do you mean gaggy? What? I'm confused. We'll have to leave eventually. True. But like, still though, I feel like there's definitely worse starters out there. Somebody might disagree with me, but I feel like there's worse ones out there. I feel like it's so early to select an island though. It is so early. But the way that my luck was so fast with this, like so fast. I'll say alligators are like the cutest animals in ACNH. I feel like Boots is underrated. Like, come on now, he's adorable. What if you would get another good one? And its Star on Island is so core. I mean, that has a point. has a really good point, actually. There's a lot of aspects of this island of things that I was hoping for. I'm gonna go in the back and see if I can see what my native flowers are. Shut up. Did I for real get roses? Roses are one of my favorite native flowers. Hello, welcome to the stream. How do I pronounce your username? I'm not sure. Here, I'm gonna ping you in chat. How do I pronounce your name? I want to make sure that I can refer to you in chat and say your name like everybody else. I'm about to reset. Let me know what you end up getting. This island is iconic. It's too good to give up. My luck is insane. Like, it's insane here. It really truly is. Okay, here we go. I can't pull up the map yet, but y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. The river isn't like totally perfect down the middle, but it's fairly split down the middle where I have a good amount of land to work with from where I'm able to roam around to it first. I got a native fruit that I was hoping for. I was really wanting cherries or oranges. One of my starters is a villager that I genuinely really like. I got an airport color that's not like terrible, at least in my opinion. I don't know. There's so many wonderful things about it already. Like, I feel like it's way too good to give up. You can terraform it once you get to 3 stars. I feel like I was still considering trying again to re-roll and look at other maps at first. But then once I saw that other little detail having the native flower roses, that sold me. It really did. I mean, Tammy's still slightly questionable, but it's okay. She won't be here forever. Reminder that, by the way, if at any point you have a question about the rules or details or anything, I have both of those images saved and I can pull them up if you're interested. And I'm probably gonna need to do that periodically anyways, just because I don't have every single rule memorized quite yet. And I think I was the same way with hard mode. And also, I know you're not gonna do this theme, but honestly, the shape of the island is kind of giving Kid Court, the flower pond, and the funky river. I see what you mean, though. There was Sisterlies and Tammy. Oh, for sure. Wholeheartedly agree with you. I forgot, is Ursula the tall bear villager? Isn't she sisterly? Or did I make that up? I feel like I swear I feel like she was sisterly. Oh, I forgot to grab the map. Not the map, the tent. Well, you know what I mean. I forgot to grab it. And then I was also, I think on the rules it said that both starting villagers have to pick their own housing plot. So wherever I end up finding them at, wherever they're at, they've got to put their house there, which that's definitely a little bit annoying, but they can be moved eventually. It's gonna take some time, but they'll be moved eventually. Is your actual name Lexi or Alexis? Lexi is a nickname, but no, my name is not Alexis. I mean, okay, Boots here didn't pick that bad of a spot. Normally, if you know me, whenever I make a new island, I like to put their houses on the beach. Just that way, if I do end up deciding to do a bunch of terraforming, then they're fairly out of the way. His spot of choice is not on the beach, but it's fairly close. I love how ACNH fans are still inventing new ways to play ACNH. I do too. I feel like on one hand, it shouldn't necessarily be needed to do that kind of thing, but I also love that we tend to come together and do this kind of stuff. How's your actual name not Alexis with a nickname being Lexi? I'm magic. No, wait, did I? Okay, I was supposed to select his spot because he said you have to put their houses wherever they are. And I accidentally like clicked the wrong thing out of habit. So don't call an intent talk on me. I'm gonna have to scoot his house up slightly. That was my fault though. It's a habit to want to click it really fast. So I'll do this to make up for it. It's literally like an inch away. It's fine. It's fine, right? Wait, where's Tammy? Tammy's just nowhere to be found, apparently, I guess. You're just trying to keep the game alive. Insert Patrick during a... Okay, it took me a second because I saw your typo. I didn't understand it first, but I didn't know what you mean. The more he's like coughing and like hacking because he's dehydrated, that's very true. I have an idea for the name Sidef, but I'm not sure because it depends on what category I end up going with. But if I do end up going with the farmer theme, or not theme, farmer category, then I do have a name idea. Yes, I love that meme. That's honestly how I feel in the summer because it's so hot here, especially in August, and we just have such horrible humidity here too, which makes it so much worse. Are we allowed to put our player tents on the beach? I don't think there's any rules about where your house has to go. I don't think so. I don't think there's any rules for it. I feel like you should be fine. Even if there is a rule, I'm not gonna be the challenge police and yell at you for doing a certain thing wrong. I feel like it's not that deep. Both their houses are down. I don't have my own tent yet. Wait. You know what? I just don't have my brain turned on today. You wanna know why? I thought that this was I thought that this was for Boots' tent. I put my own tent there. Where's Boots? Hold on. I mean, if that's where my house has to go, it's not that big of a deal to me. But I don't think I thought that through. I love that for me. Where is Boots? Hello? Okay, well, it's the way that for some reason I thought his tent, I mean, my tent was his tent. Come on, just a second, I'm sorry. Come on 1 second. I will be as fast as I can. I am almost done. Thank you so much for waiting. I appreciate it. There we go. Thank you for waiting. Thought the game soft locked for a second. No, it's because I had to like, I was sending something to somebody for a moment. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, I guess technically I didn't break those. I thought for a moment that I put Boots' house in the wrong spot. Because, you know, you put their houses wherever they suggest. I thought that I did that wrong. No, I just had a little brain fart for a moment. I put my tent in a very weird spot. Now I can't take that back, but it is what it is, so I'm not going to dwell on it. If you guys end up trying the challenge, by the way, let me know what starters you get and like what fruit you have, what airport color you have. I'm very curious. And looking back, by the way, I feel like I had significantly less luck whenever I was doing hard mode trying to find a map. And my luck was just so much better this time around. Like, I could not be happier with the map I ended up with. Well, yes, I did have a little moment where I put my house in a weird spot, but it's whatever. It can be moved. I've picked my map. Wait, what details are on? Like, if there's a way that you can describe it, like, verbally in chat, what is it like? And then if you feel like you can't describe it, you can always just send it in Discord, like a picture of it. And then whenever it gets to this part of the game, I usually pick up the sticks and the native fruit just at the same time. I'm tempted to do the challenge, especially since I fought on my own, though I might not do it because of the restrictions mentioned. Honestly, if you decide to not do certain restrictions, I'm not going to be the challenge police and, like, yell at you for not doing certain things. I feel like it's not really that big of a deal. But if you do decide to do it, then I'm doing it with you. And so what is ACNH and starter fruit? Because honestly, I don't need it because when I play, I'm the starter fruit. Stop! I love that though. That's funny. How many? I need 3 more. Oh wait, before I forget, it's still like not like right away during the stream, but I wanted to do a poll earlier as well for like the remainder of the stream since I have my map picked out to see who all is doing the challenge or not. Okay. So just the standard yes and no options, and then I put a maybe option for those of you that maybe aren't sure if you're going to or not. I'll send a picture. Oh yeah, you're good. Take your time. You're good. If I were to do the challenge, probably would do Fashionista since it looks like the easiest. I feel like I'm leaning towards Farmer the most, but I'm still not 100%. You know how I sat there and I nitpicked the maps for a while? I'm probably gonna do the same thing with the options that we can discuss together. I think that's already enough. I don't remember if it's like 9 or 10 pieces of fruit. What am I hearing? My voice might have cut out for a second as I leaned forward. I just thought that I heard the cat in here. Like, since when was she in here? She's not in here. I just thought I heard her. Honestly, whatever one you pick, you can make such cute islands. What you mean with the categories for what you play as? You hate both of your starters? I'm so sorry. Who are they? Are they unfortunate? I find Farmer being the easiest. I feel like for some reason, it feels very natural. So in terms of how you do that kind of thing, I just feel like it's not very complex. In terms of like how easy each category is or how hard each category is, I'm not really sure what would be considered easiest and what's considered the hardest, but I do feel like the Farmer one doesn't seem terribly complex, which is probably why I feel so drawn to it. I do Forager because the Cottage Quarry, Forester Theme, Dark Academia Core. I pronounced that correctly, right? Mira and Cobb. Cobb is... Well, I was looking for Cobb for my other island. I didn't find him. Secondly, Mira is my sworn enemy. We are enemy. We do not like each other. We don't. I don't like her and she doesn't like me. And that's how it is. Yes, okay, cool. You're doing Farmer? Maybe I will as well. And even though like I keep talking about that one the most, I do want to like go through all the details for each option either way, just to make sure that I don't end up changing my mind later on. I can't rule either because I already used it. I mean, honestly, if you wanted to do it a third time or like another time, like one more time, I don't blame you. But also if you're wanting to stay like very close to the rules, totally understandable either. Either way, I'm not gonna like yell at you or something if you re-roll again. I got Pashmina and Drift. I'm so excited. Hello, Sahara. Welcome to the stream. Pashmina, honestly, she's a queen. She really is. Drift is also a really good villager. I had him for my island that I made last summer, and my tropical island Hibiscus. Which, by the way, he was a really hard villager to find for some reason. Like, I got to a point where I had to get him from a treasure island because I just could not find him anywhere. I'll just deal with it. It's not like they'll be here forever. True. That's how I usually feel like, we're like, challenge or not, like the starter villagers, while it is annoying when they're villagers I don't like, it's ultimately I feel like the least of my concerns because they will leave eventually. And I'm doing Fashionista. I don't know. And I feel like what's going to be fun is like, since I know there's absolutely going to be like at least a handful of streamers doing the challenge, I feel like it's going to be fun to see different people doing the different categories. Like that's going to inevitably affect how your version of the challenge looks on your gameplay. Honestly, every category could be hard depending on how you look at it. Like Fugitive, you can put like shiny valuables, or you can do it like a heist theme island, etc. No, absolutely, I agree with you. I definitely do. I remember you delete your island Nightshade. Would you like me to do a memorial grave of the island? I would love that. I feel like I, in hindsight, should have made the dream. I just didn't think about it for a moment. And by the time I had already realized I could have done that, it was far too late. So I'm trying not to dwell on it. Okay, before I can name the island, we have to decide on which category I'm gonna do. So hold on a second. Well, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the community. Okay, yeah, there's the one that has on it. So you're not gonna see me for a second because we're gonna look at the screen together to decide what to do. I'm gonna have it cover the whole screen for a moment while we look at it. Sorry. Okay, I feel like that's good. So for farmer, it says abilities only active when wearing the farmer overalls. Island name must start with an F, max 60 crops and 10 sister fruit trees for selling crops. Crops must be in bunches of 3 to harvest. Must complete the fish Critterpedia. Can sell crops, fruit, bugs, and crops, fruit, and bugs directly to Nook's Cranny. Does not have to buy turnips on Sunday. If leaf appears on your island, you must pay a 20,000 bell fee. Which, reminder about the fee, to pay that, you just put it in a trash can item. Like, you essentially throw it away, and that's how you pay it, because you're not actually giving it to someone. For fashionista, abilities only active when wearing the chic tuxedo dress or a tuxedo jacket. Island name must start with an S. Can sell, wait, this is, okay, yeah, that is an S. Can sell clothes, flowers, and tree items directly to Nook's Cranny. Complete the art Critterpedia, 3K island entry fee instead of 2K. Only island that can sell crowns for objective number 1. If LaBelle appears on your island, you must pay a 20,000 bell fee. Let me see. I'm checking in with the chat. And then I'll put rattle as the picture of the grave. Thank you. Thank you for honoring the island since I didn't honor it correctly. Okay. And then what about forager? Abilities only active when wearing the do-rag. Island name must start with an R. Can sell fish, forageables, fossils, tree items directly to Nook's Cranny. Must complete the fossil and sea creature Critterpedia. Can deny campsite villagers. Only island that can craft items for objective number 9. If Sahara appears on your island, you must pay a 20,000 bell fee. And then last but not least, fugitive. Abilities only active when wearing superhero mask or the paper bag hood. Island name must start with a G. Can visit 2 Nook Miles ticket islands per day. Must complete the bug Critterpedia. Does not have to pay island admission fees. Does not have to pay to go to treasure. Not treasure island, excuse me. I said that wrong. Does not have to pay to time travel. It can only time travel 1 day at a time, which is kind of annoying, but like still good they wouldn't have to pay a fee. And then if red appears on your own, you must pay. Here's like the kicker for me. Here's like what's stopping me from doing fugitive is the bottom part that says you must pay a 99,000 bell fee. We're already going to be very restricted in terms of making money and restricted in almost like every possible way. And I feel like that's like the big thing. Like if it wasn't that much bells, I'd probably consider fugitive a lot more, especially because like it seems chaotic in a really funny way. I'm catching up on chat now. I'm still not home yet. My mom was being a chatty Cathy. No worries. You're good. You're completely fine. That mirror one in her house next to the airport. She wants to be the main character. She was like that whenever I had her. We need someone to do fashionista because that's the only way we can get the royal crown. Wait. Wait, where did you see that on the picture? Did I not see that? Even the fugitive is downsides, there's also a lot of pros. True, like that's what I was trying to say is that every category has its own pros and cons. I know this is covering the camera. I will take this down eventually. I just wanted to keep it up there while we were looking, especially because I could have had it away from my camera, but I couldn't read it clearly enough with it being that small, so I had to make it larger. So if you guys were to be doing this challenge, which one do you think you would do? Oh yeah. Oops. I had a little brain fart again, and I didn't see the crowns part. But true. Purchase, in fact, while we're talking about the objectives, let's go over that too. While we're talking about all of this, let's go over the objectives. So endgame objectives, number 1, purchase 1 royal crown, 2 crowns for fugitive and fashionista, 2, obtain a 5-star island, 3, complete 1 part of Critterpedia, see roll for which one, 2 parts for forager, have 10 million bells in the ABD, 20 million bells in ABD for fugitive and farmer, fully upgraded house and upgraded Harvey's Island, have 2 top 10 villagers living on your island, Animal Crossing portal, 3 top 10 villagers for fashionista. Hello Ash, welcome to the stream. If you're a farmer, you can buy the royal crown. Wait, oh, you said you can, you can. I'm not totally certain yet. Like I'm still getting used to the rules, I'm sorry. I'm doing farmer, so I don't have to give Daisy May a ton of bells every time she visits. I'm just feeling farmer the most for some reason. I'm doing foraging mainly because I have history with bad campsite villagers, and I love the fact that I can sell fish to the Nooks because they lag on my island crazy waiting for CJ. True. At first, whenever I was watching the premiere, I was very tied between farmer and forager. Farmer the most I was looking at. And then I don't think I finished going over the objectives, so let me see that. Hold on, the screen probably turned off for a second. There we go. 7, have at least 3 gold tools. 8, earn 1 gold bug trophy, 1 gold fishing trophy. Number 9, craft 5 golden series DIY, 1 pile of cash DIY, 1 money flooring DIY can only be crafted on a forager island. Number 10, 25 posts on your community board from other Rags to Riches players, and 35 posts for fashionista. Now that we've gone over that, what do you guys think? I already read over all the details for each category, but I don't know. I feel like it helps to like process that information to like look at it repeatedly. I feel like what I'm appreciating about the farmer category is not having to buy turnips on Sunday, because I guarantee you if I had to, I would forget to do so, because I already on like a normal island wouldn't select, or not select, that's not the right word. I wouldn't buy turnips. I just tend to not really do that part of the game very much. So I feel like that would be really helpful for me. But at the same time, that's such a small detail that like if I reminded myself periodically, that wouldn't be that much of an issue. I feel like farmer is like the basic, fugitive is a high risk, high reward, forager is more work, and fashionista is more, I still don't even, is that niche or a niche? Because I still don't know which one it is. Like, I know what you mean. And honestly, considering I keep looking at farmer the most, I probably will end up doing it, but I still need to consider all of the other details and features as well. Like niche, okay, gotcha. I'm gonna go over it one more time, so excuse me for repeating this. Island name must start with an F, max 60 crops and 10 fruit trees, okay? I feel like that's very simple. It's not that big of a deal. Must complete the fish critterpedia. That would definitely take some time and effort, but I don't think that would be overall hard. It would just be time consuming, because that would not be able to be finished right away by any means. And I can sell crops, fruit, and bugs directly to Nook's Cranny, which I think, with that being said, since it left fish out of that sentence, I think that means I would have to sell the fish directly to CJ, which not too big of a deal. Again, don't have to buy turnips on Sunday, and then if leave the present island, I have to pay a 20,000 fee. Honestly, I think I am gonna go ahead and do farmer. Let me just go ahead and make this smaller. Thank you so much again for being nice about it with that big image being all over the screen. I made it huge so I could read it better, because I could not read before, like at all. Be more fashionista. How many, if anybody knows, have you seen any other streamers trying the challenge? And if so, what's like the most common category being chosen? I feel like it's probably farmer, but I'm okay with being considered basic or something. I'm okay with that. I'm content with that option. And I was thinking for the farmer option, since I have to make the island name start with an F, the only name I could really think of was Fernwood. I think that should fit, right? Forager or farmer I've seen mostly. I feel like there does need to be more of a variety, which by the way, welcome to the stream, Only Bees. I appreciate you being here, welcome. I feel like there definitely needs to be more variety, but at the same time, I'm like very unwilling to stress myself out more than I have to, which is why I chose something considered like basic or like easy, like farmer. You know if there's any streamers, by the way, that are doing like fashionista or fugitive? I feel like fugitive's gonna be really funny in like a very chaotic way. I have no idea what to name my island. Oh yeah, wait, which one did you go with? You went with farmer, right? I'm trying to talk my friends into picking different ones from me. I feel like if Ben played, because he doesn't really play Animal Crossing anymore, if Ben played, he would probably, I feel like he'd choose fugitive because it's chaotic and funny. I've left this on the screen for a while, but I want to see if there's any other good island names before I solidify this one, because I do like this one, but I want to consider other options. You're doing fugitive? I'm glad somebody is. Like, whether you're a streamer or not, there needs to be variety. There really does need to be. So thank you for taking one for the team and doing variety. We appreciate you. Fernwood is really the only name I can think of here. I wanted to incorporate something with like the word like fae, or like something about like fairies maybe, but I couldn't think of anything good that like sounded like that would, like it would flow. Like I feel like I couldn't think of anything. Maybe it's a sign I should just go with Fernwood. Should I just click on it or should I try to scheme up other name ideas first? Hello, David. Welcome to the stream and thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. You think I should? I just can't think of literally anything else. And if I leave this on here much longer, I feel like it's gonna start to look boring if I just leave that on the screen. You know what? Yep, I'm just gonna go for it. Sure. Sure. When you think about it, you remember we had to use the name generators whenever we did hard mode. My island name was Etelia, which I later found out was the name of a medication in a different country, apparently. I don't know if that's true, but that's what people kept telling me in chat. So I feel like this is definitely better than Etelia. Tommytown, Awesome Beach, Timtown, and the Biceps, or something like that. The villagers always come up with the best name ideas. Truly, they do. Could you imagine if I made a typo with the name and didn't realize until after I clicked enter? After finding that really good map, I would have been so furious. I mean, I would have made it work, but I would have been really upset about it for a while. Getting items to decorate is going to be hard. It is, but I feel like, in a way, I like how there's a variety of options to go with in comparison with hard mode. Because I did have fun with hard mode in the time that I played it. But I feel like what's different about Rags to Riches is just the variety of options to choose from. Just the fact that there's options to make your experience a bit more unique. I feel like it's going to be really, really fun for the community. I think I'm just going to name my island Fairwoods. If you wanted to, you don't have to. I thought about incorporating like Fae somewhere to the name. I didn't really want to go with this one because I liked Fernwood more. But if you wanted to, you could also go with like Faywood or something or something of that sort, like Faywood. My top two options for this is always saying a howdy just because I'm Southern, so I feel like that's iconic of me on brand. But also, like, sometimes I take things very literally, so I feel like saying a word or two after being told to say a word or two is also a good option. And as an update on the poll, so far, 46% of you have said yes, 23% have said no, and 31% have said maybe. I can't talk, apparently. Also, I'm not gonna lie, those little orange smoothies slash orange drinks look so good. Like, they look scrumptious. I think this is just where we have to get the tent, not the tent, but get the cot that we sleep in. I still can't believe I accidentally put my house in the wrong spot. Like, that's so embarrassing. I did not see anything about designing your own paths. Can we use online to get other people's paths? I don't know, actually. I don't think I've seen anything either, but I could have easily missed it because earlier I missed the part about the royal crown too. It's really enough. I already named it Fairwood, but those names sound pretty too. It's okay. I like the name Fairwood as well. On one hand, we do have to, corresponding with whatever category you choose, have to choose an island name that starts with whatever that corresponding letter is. I still like that better than the island name generators, to be honest, because like you still have a good amount of creative freedom rather than relying on a bot to choose a name that's not going to be like weird in any way. Like with this one, you still got to choose your own name, it just had to start with a certain letter, which I feel like is fair. I gotta go. Bye, Sedef. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. This is your reminder while I'm getting my own water for a water break to get some water, stretch, get a snack, take care of yourself, take any medication you might need. You deserve to take care of yourself. And you also deserve to love yourself. It always throws me off guard whenever KK Slider appears on the screen like this for this cutscene for a new island. It's just, I know it's always been like this, but it's weird to me that he's like completely naked. Wait, why is that funny? I don't understand. We're just reminding everybody to do self-care. really random, but I just thought about something. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this about TV shows, like specifically cartoons, but I feel like almost any cartoon character ever, it never has the correct amount of fingers, and it bothers me. Like, they almost always have like 4 fingers instead of 5. I don't know if it's like something that makes it easier for animation, because it very well might be, but I feel like that's so common for them to always have only like 4 fingers on each hand, and I'm like, why? Thank you for using the commands to remind everybody about them. I appreciate you. One more, and then I think I want to stop for a little bit so that way we're not clogging the chat with commands. I also would like to pull up Nintendo's channel just because he made the challenge. Majority of the time they aren't portraying a human in the cartoons. Like about the thing I said about like the amount of fingers. I just feel like it happens all the time. Like, why do they never have the correct amount of fingers? It bothers me. Oh, I had an idea. I'm not gonna do it now because chat's already filled with command messages. But do you guys know how whenever I did hard mode, I made a command for hard mode so we could like summarize it for you? Should I do that with Rags to Riches too? Like, now that I know it's gonna be a really popular thing for a bit? Because it wouldn't be very hard. Like, I'd be more than happy to if you guys want me to. Yeah, gotcha. Specifically, like, I watch Bob's Burgers, and I notice all the time, I think every character on there has only had 4 fingers for each hand. I know, I don't know. I don't know why they do it, but I just see it all the time. And I want to know why. Like, why is that a thing? I had the challenge. I'm excited too. I don't know how long I'll last doing it realistically, but I'm up for it. I'm up to give it a good try, and then I'll come by it very honestly if I decide that it's not for me anymore at some point. I think this might be harder to understand. Gotcha. Okay, I definitely will then. Can somebody Google that, please? By the way, Google why most cartoon characters only have 4 fingers for each hand. I feel like there's got to be a reason behind it, because almost any one of them I've ever seen, it's like that. Can we all Google that and let me know? I'm still so surprised that I got so lucky right away with the map. That's another thing. I feel like in terms of map or like detailed, like your native fruit, your native flower, your village, etc., what everybody considers lucky to get for those is going to be different from person to person. I consider this a very lucky, very good map, but somebody else might think that it's a bad map, and that's okay. I think that it's a pretty good map. I was thrilled whenever I saw the oranges, and then I was even more thrilled when I saw that I had a yellow airport. Like, it kept getting better and better. And looking back, whenever I was debating that I might go ahead and re-roll anyway to see what my other options can be, I'm really glad that I didn't do that. I feel like I would have ended up totally ruining it for myself and getting an even worse map. Or at least one that had things that I didn't consider totally ideal. But also just another thing about this challenge, I think another reason I was so hyped and like eager to go ahead and try it, even though the announcement was literally made, I'm not kidding, the premiere was set up, like started an hour before I was supposed to start my stream. And I don't know, I was so burnt out on Animal Crossing for so long that to see such an exciting trend that I knew a lot of people were going to participate in, I felt like I just had to jump on that because I don't know. It's made me feel like playing Animal Crossing again, and I'm very grateful for that because it's a game that I really adore and I truly do love it. I have for a very long time. And it sucks to love a game that much but not feel driven to actually play because of burnout. Does that make sense? I hope I worded that good. I'm getting pears as my starter fruit. How do you feel about that? I'll say while I'm on this screen, I'm gonna go ahead and take a screenshot so we can share that in the community tab. And then I suppose at this point, we'll just go talk to Tom Nook. I want a smoothie now. Oh, that would be good.
I once knew a streamer named Lexi Crossing. She had so much fun and excitement, but now stream a tumbleweed. Tumbleweed. Like Animal Crossing. It's a tumbleweed. Lost and Dry Tumbleweed.
I don't remember what song this was, but the way that was typed out made me think of that song. You know that song that says like, I dream a dream and time gone by or something like that? The way that was worded reminded me, you said, but now a stream of tumbleweed like Animal Crossing. A tumbleweed like time gone by. That's not like, I like in my head, that computed to a parody about tumbleweeds. By the way, thank you for the donation, I appreciate it. I don't know if anybody got the reference I was making, but I hope so. I'm fine with pears. Pears are my least favorite, but if I ended up getting them, like, it really would not be that big of a deal. Annoying, yes, but I would get over it. Okay, vocals, thank you. I appreciate you, thank you. Oh, I don't think I finished what I was saying. There's this smoothie at Smoothie King that I like to get. I think it's called a Caribbean Way. And it's mainly made with a lot of strawberries, and it's my favorite fruit. That's probably why I like it so much. Oh yeah, I should probably go ahead and do the DIY workshop. And then since I have the option that says about my moving fees, I think I should probably, after the workshop, try and get the Nook Miles as best I can to pay that off, because I have to get like 5,000, I'm pretty sure. I say I'm pretty sure as if I haven't been playing this game for as long as I have. I think it's just twigs that you have to gather. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Or tree branches. You know what? Same thing. You're supposed to get the overalls, you have to find them or craft them or something. You have to get them, like, have them spawn in the Able Sisters. I feel like the big thing to take away from this, though, is that ultimately, no matter what category you choose, like, each one is going to have its own pros and, like, good, positive things, but they're also going to have their own challenges. Like, that's going to be very irritating at first, I feel like, waiting until I have it. There's other ways to make money, if I'm understanding it right, but the certain things that were highlighted in red on there, I think I can only do whenever I have the farmer overalls on. Do I have enough there? Oh, I already had some from before. Okay, yeah, we're good. I'm good. Okay, well, let me go ahead and do... I'm not going in the right direction. Let me go ahead and do the workshop, and then we're going to try and get the Nook Miles. Okay, so far on the poll, I updated it a while ago, and now even more of you are saying yes. Like, I feel like the majority of people have said yes so far, which is interesting. I felt like a lot of people would have been unsure, especially considering only a few hours ago was the details even announced. I still wish Nintendo would have given us bulk crafting. It's always so annoying whenever you have to, like, repeatedly just press the buttons really fast and do items, like, one by one. It just gets so frustrating. I'm just excited to be playing Animal Crossing games. I just didn't feel drawn to it before, and this seemed really fun, so I'm happy to be playing it again. May not last ... forever. Like, look at how, like, shady he was being low-key when he said that. Oh, I think one of the rules said that you had to... I think it was like a certain amount of time you had to write rags to riches on the bulletin board. So I should probably just do that first. I'm pretty sure one of the options to get Nook Miles initially is to draw or write something on the bulletin board, so we'll probably just do that first. In fact, let me pull up the picture that has, like, the general rules on it. Let's see, where is it? I must put ACNH rags to riches on the bulletin board. Okay. Well, I know that's one of my options for getting Nook Miles, so we'll just do that first to get that done and out of the way. gonna put it in capitals, at least for ACNH. There we go. What, your college is trying to screw you out of an education? Wait, did something happen? Are you good? You okay? Or were you making a meme out of something that I said because I couldn't tell? I love that I put 2 A's by accident and I didn't even notice at first. Love that for me. I'm hoping that there's somebody else streaming this challenge by the time that I end the stream later, because I would love to raid a stream that's also doing this. There we go. Got our first Nook Miles. I'm trying not to time travel a whole lot because you have to pay fees to do that. I'm just going to probably focus on getting enough Nook Miles right now. But so I got an email from the theater department saying I can't major in musical theater because I didn't audition, but I didn't get any information about audition, so now I'm trying. I would definitely file some sort of complaint, because if that's required, they've got to communicate that to you. Like, they can't just be out here being mean to you over if they didn't even communicate that it was necessary in the first place. I'm trying to figure out what to do because it's not my fault. They only sent it a week ago. Yeah, I don't think it's your fault either. I think you're good. I'm so sorry, though. If you need to lurk while you're sorting it out, totally understandable. No worries. Please take care of whatever your priorities are. I'm pulling... I know I just put it off the screen, but I'm turning it back on again to look at it because I want to see if there's any rules about, like, custom designs or anything. Because I know that there was on hard mode. So daily rules, you're able to time travel as much as you like. Each day you time travel will cost 10,000 bells. You can only time travel 1 day at a time. You must complete all daily ×2 Nook Miles and goals. Supersedes economy. That was the same thing for hard mode, so I know how to do that. You must complete daily NPC quests. Same thing for hard mode. And then all new bugs, fish and sea creatures, fossils, art must be donated before selling. Okay. I'm not seeing anything so far about custom designs. I'm gonna look over to the villager rules part and scan over the economy rules just to make sure. Starting villagers grant you a 5,000 bell discount on each time travel expenses. Having both starting villagers on your island allows free time travel. I'm not fully understanding. That's probably going to take me a little while to understand, because some of these rules are familiar because they were either very similar or the exact same on hard mode. You cannot complete challenge if both starting villagers are living on your island. All villagers with the... Okay, this is just all about villagers. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything about custom designs, because otherwise I'm probably going to try and both make some of my own if possible, because I'm kind of bad at it, and get some from the kiosk. Okay, I'm not seeing anything about custom designs. I'm just gonna do whatever with them for right now, and then if I see somebody else, like, say, like, hey, actually there's this rule that I didn't notice, and I will obviously halt and correct myself. I got accepted in March, so it's been like 4 months. Yeah, they definitely should have communicated something a lot sooner. I am so sorry that you're going through that right now. That's definitely really frustrating. I'm so sorry. I think for the design, I guess I could just do that because I can make more fancy stuff later. I just need something for right now to count for making a custom design so that way I can get the Nook Miles from it. I don't know why I closed my Nook phone if the option like that was already right there. Okay, what else could I do? I keep closing out of the app as if I can go somewhere else and just do something else, and I'm like, no, I have to keep that app open so I can look at everything else. I think it's just like a habit type thing. Oh yeah, and of course I can take pictures. I don't know why I didn't think about that. And I need to adjust my passport as well. There we go. That one's done. And then while I'm like this, I'll adjust the passport before I go and accept the Nook Miles. There we go. I mean, it's pretty much the same pose, same smile and everything. It's like a technically different photo. And then we'll change the comment and the title. Well, I already put it on the bulletin board, so I don't have to technically put it here, but I'm adding it anyways if there's enough character space, which there might not be, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of character space. We're good. And then for the title, I looked at the, I think this says rumor mongering, but for some reason, like for like half a second when I opened this up, my brain read that as the word pomegranate. And so that would have read it out loud as pomegranate island dweller. And that would have not made any sense. I'm making my title say aspiring influencer because that's not totally incorrect. I swear like a half a second my brain wanted to read that as pomegranate. Speaking of that, there should be pomegranates in Animal Crossing. That'd be cute. Not the point of the challenge at all, just something I'm thinking about now. What else could I do? And I do have the option to sell the shellfish, but I think there's certain rules about selling them and like where you sell them at. So I would have to double check on that. Learning how to fish in the central located. I think that's just about catching a certain amount of fish. And I did just make a flimsy fishing rod. Let's do that. I might be mixing them up because I'm just still like, kind of getting used to all the details. But I'm pretty sure one of them, if not all of them, have to complete a certain extent of the Critterpedia. Okay, I really thought that was going to be a sea bass. I was so confused whenever the olive flounder came out. Well, unrelated, by the way, but I'm curious who here has either seen already or is going to see the Barbie movie. I would love to see it, but I'm not necessarily in a hurry. I feel like it's got to be available to watch at home eventually, right? Let's see. I think after this, or whenever the fishing rod breaks, maybe, I'm going to double check the thing about the Critterpedia because I want to abide by the rules as best I can. Realistically, as I said for hard mode, apparently I caught a stonefish. Yay! No, I want to abide by the rules as best I can because that's the whole point of the challenge. But realistically, like with hard mode, I will probably accidentally make a mistake with it at some point or another. And I feel like that's fine. Like as long as I'm trying my best, I feel like that's the thing that matters here. You might not. Wait, you might, but not. Oh, okay. I read that totally wrong. I want to see it, but I'm not in a hurry, like at all, especially because the theaters tend to be super packed whenever a movie first comes out. And I don't want to deal with a movie theater packed full of people. Like, I'm good. Fashionistas art, farmer is fish, forager is fossil, and something else, and I can't remember, fugitive. Here, let me just, since we're talking about that, pull that up again. Okay, so about the it says must complete the fish Critterpedia. And then for the economy rules, what did that say? Okay, for the economy rules, it says for the fish and bugs can be sold to CJ and Flick if they're visiting. And I think for everything else, I think I can sell mine just at Nook's Cranny. Yeah, I can sell crops, fruit, and bugs directly to Nook's Cranny. So that's something that I can do. But for the fish, I have to sell them to CJ. I can do that. Sorry that I kept layering the pictures looking all weird like that. I just was trying to look at them. Now that I'm certain on those. Oh, another thing. I can't sell them right away. I do need to donate them to the museum before they can start being sold. I'm probably just going to stack these somewhere along the beach or like on the grass by the beach. And that can be like the fish section. And the whole reason I'm starting that now as well is because one of the ways I can get Nook Miles is by catching a certain amount of fish. How many do I have? 3, okay. Well, after I get all the 10 fish caught, I should probably get a plan set up for which things I'm gonna do in what order. Oh, okay. I didn't expect to get that just now. It gave me Nook Miles just for using my Nook phone, and essentially paid me to use my phone in the game, which would be nice IRL. That'd be great. That'd be an easy job. Hello, Glamrock Freddy. Welcome to the stream. Also, Farmer, it's good that you don't have to buy turnips if you don't want to. That I was thrilled about because habitually whenever I play the game, I almost never do the turnip feature just out of habit. So that makes it very convenient for me. Another thing, I think I can buy flowers right away from Timmy and Tommy. If not, I'll do that ASAP. And then since I don't have Nook's Cranny yet, and there's options where it's like, oh, I can sell blank blank to get Nook Miles, for instance. I'm assuming right now I can just sell it directly to Timmy and Tommy until I get their actual store. Yeah, I'm just gonna go fishing for a little bit and then afterwards. Well, no, afterwards I'm gonna be continuing getting Nook Miles, of course, but like what specifically am I gonna work on? You're back. Welcome back to the stream, Betty Crossing. Oh, and wait, did you say that you already sent your map picture in Discord? And if you did, I may have missed your message, but let me know whenever it's sent because I want to see it. You mentioned earlier about doing that whenever you were able to get the Maps app on your Nook phone. I just don't remember if you said that you sent it already or not.
Another noble in the chat. Good to see you, Royal Pride. Miss Lexi, I would like to acquire your island. You're lucky a noble such as myself talk to a commoner such as yourself. You deny me, I'll pin a crime on you and you can send 7 years.
The way that it just like cut off during the sentencing part. So Noble Lady and Royal Pride are going to be teaming up together to acquire my island. Like, I don't know why you would want it. There's nothing on it yet. It's very basic, very plain island. It's funny though about the part of like the sentencing, because here's the thing. One of the category options for Rags to Riches is literally fugitive, and I just find that so ironic. By the way, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. You have to complete daily goals and stuff like that, so you're good to do that. That too. Which I will say, I think they're pretty much the same, if not like exact same as the hard mode ones. Maybe not the exact same, but just very, very, very similar. So that will make it easy to keep track of. What are you doing today? I'm playing Animal Crossing. I reset my past island so I could try out the new community challenge called Rags to Riches, which by the way was created by Nintendo Talk, and if you'd like to check out his channel, I'll pull up the link. Here we go. And how many do I have now? I need like 5 more of them. I will say, part of me feels like it's going to take a lot longer to complete the Rags to Riches challenge than completing hard mode would. Or maybe I'm wrong about that, because I never actually fully completed hard mode. I gave up at a certain point. I just feel like it's going to be a lot longer to complete Rags to Riches. But I'm going to go out as long as I can, because I really, excuse me, oh my gosh. I had no time to mute the mic. I just randomly coughed because I guess I'm dehydrated. I'm really sorry. Let me fix that. There we go. Maps in Discord? Okay, let me see. I'm sorry about like coughing all up on the mic like that. That probably didn't sound very good. Let me see. Oh, I like your map. I like it a lot, actually. I love the river. It's always really cool though whenever you have cliffs that are all the way on the right side of a map, because I feel like that's really uncommon. I mean, not like totally like impossible, but I feel like it's really rare somehow to see cliffs that are all the way on the right side. So I like your map. I think it's a good map. That's one that I would have definitely like at least considered whenever making an island. I feel like that's gonna be a sea bass. That looks like it'd be a sea bass. I pressed it too early, never mind it. We're not gonna find out if it was a sea bass or not. It's okay though. I think there's another option. It might not appear until I start plucking the weeds, but I think once you pick those up and start selling them, it pops up like, hey, now you have this option where if you sell the weeds that you gather, you can get extra money. Not extra money, extra Nook miles. I don't think it pops up right away, so I should probably try that. Can my character put the fishing bait in front of the fish instead of next to it? There we go. Watch the fish not even realize it's there. Yep, okay. Lovely. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay. It figures that my fishing rod broke. That sucks though that it starts like each time that you toss it out into the water, whether or not a fish bites the bait, that it still counts as using it. That really sucks. I mean, at the very least, I got Nook miles out of breaking it, so it is what it is. Now we just gotta go craft a new one. Let's find some branches. I almost always do the thing where I repeatedly shake a tree until it starts giving me tree branches, and then eventually if I do it enough times, it'll give me several just from the one tree. I don't know if there's anything against picking up the bells off the ground from the trees. Like, I'm trying so hard to be good about the rules here. It's probably fine, especially if it's super early game. I don't remember how many. I think it's like, oh, I have plenty. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let me go craft another one. You want to take a break from the challenge? I do have a suggestion to do during it. Do you mean like in the middle of my stream right now? Or what do you mean? I'm trying to catch bugs. I'm trying to just catch a bunch of fish. I mean, either way though, there are certain things about finishing the Critterpedia. I'm wording it very generically like that because I don't have every rule memorized, so I'm just going off of what I can remember. I'm trying to catch feels. I see what you did. I'm gonna take, no, I'm not gonna need to take a break. I'm good. I'm okay. I've only just now started the challenge like today. Okay. Let's continue fishing. I think I still need around like 5 more because I almost caught a 6th one a moment ago and then I reeled in too early. And they're not even hyping me up for catching the... Okay, which one are you? Are you a zebra? Are you a turkey? Or are you a fish? I know that's like the kind of joke that they put on there, but like it's true. Like, who came up with that name? And which one is it really? I mean, I guess a fish, that's a type of fish, but like, why name it that? I can tell the series could be fun. I feel like it's got a lot of potential, like an insane amount of potential. Even if I don't like fully go through with it, like even if I quit the challenge eventually and do something else, I still feel like it's going to be overall really fun for the community. And it's always nice whenever there's like a new challenge of some sort or event of some sort coming up that we can all look forward to. Like even if I don't complete it myself, I'm still going to look forward to watching somebody else stream it and like to hype them up, you know? I'll send me so I know, like it's so crazy to me to think about. I am so close to 4K. We are inching our way there at the moment. That would be so cool. 4K. I would love that. That would be amazing. We would have to do a really fun stream for it, but I don't know what we would do to celebrate. I know there's like still time to think about that, but I'm just really close and I've been excited about it. Keep scaring the bugs away. That's me with the fish. Hello, Saturn. Welcome to the stream. You forgot. It's okay. I'm just messing with you. You're good. We already selected the map. I feel like I got pretty lucky because you can only have one extra reroll, and I got an airport color that I like. I got starter villagers that I can tolerate. I got a native fruit that I like. I got a map that I'm okay with. Like, we are all good to go in every possible way right now. So I'm just vibing, trying to get Nook Miles to pay off my first house. As long as it's not a 2-year repeat. Wait, what? 2-year repeat? I'm very confused. I took an hour-long shower, not because I was doing anything. I literally just zoned out. Honestly, I've done that before. Sometimes it's nice to just like with the warm water and like listening to music. If you're somebody that likes listening to music in the shower, like it's just a vibe. It's nice. It's relaxing. Y'all should take my mod away. I'm so used to seeing you with the mod roll now that it would look really weird. I've done that with Sophia before where I randomly took the mod roll away to see what that would look like, and it was very weird. Why didn't the fish stay? I didn't reel it in too early. I did it whenever they bit the bait. Okay, that was rude. Two-year stream repeat, LOL for... Oh, now I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, whenever I tried to do my 2-year anniversary for streaming, that stream was atrocious because of severe Wi-Fi problems we had for that day. I didn't realize that was through something that I was like, what are you talking about? And I was so confused. But yeah, totally. I hope that doesn't happen. And we're definitely gonna have a really fun stream for 4K, whenever that happens. If this fish could bite the bait, that'd be great. I didn't mean to rhyme that. That was cool. Celebrate when you hit 4K with a party. Mario Party would probably be incorporated in some way. So would Mario Kart. And honestly, now that I've started streaming Jackbox since the other day, I would probably incorporate Jackbox. I'm looking at your social blade and it's interesting. Interesting in a bad way or interesting in a good way? I think Social Blade in some ways can be really accurate, but also can be very inaccurate in a lot of ways. So like whenever I look at it, I try not to take it too seriously. Ginger ale is good. One of my favorite struggle meals is literally just a bowl of ramen and ginger ale or Sprite. The fish turned away whenever I put the rod out. Wow, okay. I see how it is. And now how many do I have? Oh yeah, I've got plenty of them. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start sitting them out on the left beach area, I think, or like close to that. And that's gonna be the fish area. More good way than bad. In the past month, we got 130 new subscribers, C+ ranking. I was sad a little while ago because I got up to like a B- ranking, which was like a huge like step for me on Social Blade, and then I went back to C+ and I was sad. Thank you for subscribing, by the way, like in general, everybody. Like, we're all friends here. Whether you've made that realization or not, we're all a giant friend group. The second you subscribe, you're part of the little friend group automatically. I hope you know that. Another thing to think about, I really did not think that I was going to get this far on YouTube. Like, I didn't think I was going to get to 1K, and here we are now about to hit 4K. I'm, not to use like an outdated term in society, but I just am so shook to think about that. Like, what do you mean there's almost 4,000 of you? Excuse me? Not me, I'm not a friend, I'm just the next door neighbor. Actually, Saturn is all of the random items that are sitting on my desk right now, which is a ball of yarn, a crystal, no, that's 2 crystals, some Animal Crossing amiibo figurines, some Stardew Valley stickers, all kinds of stuff. You're the miscellaneous objects on my desk. It's actually how I identify just various objects. There's this one meme that I saw, and it's like, it's like a meme for anybody that identifies as non-binary in some way. It was like, the person said, so person one says, are you a boy or a girl? And the person just responded with, no, instead of answering it. Because obviously, like, if you're non-binary, you're not gonna say that you're a boy or a girl. They just answer with no, instead of saying anything else. And I feel like that's something you would say, Saturn. Tag yourself, I'm the scrunchie in Lexi's hair. I'm gonna tag my own self out of the things on my desk. I'm the leftover coffee from earlier, because I almost always have leftover coffee on my desk. Confession. I do not exist, please do not refer to me. That sentence is how I feel on days where it's like I still want and need to stream, but I don't feel like having a camera on. Sometimes I really do feel like that, where it's like, hey, I want to stream, I need to, and it would be fun right now, but also I don't feel like being perceived. Sometimes I really do feel like that, so whenever there's a random moment where you don't see my webcam on, it's probably because I feel like that. That or there's some sort of tech issue going on, but it's most likely the fact that I don't feel like being perceived that day. I just caught the first sea bass of Fairwoods. I thought you could save the season. Like, I swear, I can't read sometimes. That or like, you know how autocorrect works with like a keyboard on your phone, right? I feel like sometimes my brain works like autocorrect and it tries to like finish the sentence really early, and that's why like I'll randomly think like, oh, like I thought I was gonna say that, or I thought you were gonna say this, for example. Right, like I swear my brain functions like autocorrect. It really does. My pronouns are none. Which, speaking of that though, by the way, there is a pronoun command not only for myself, but also for my moderators. I'll do both of ours. Okay, what else could I do to get to 5,000 Nook miles, by the way? I finished fishing. Okay, I can sell shellfish, but the thing is, I don't have Nook's Cranny yet, as a lot of people don't that are doing this challenge. So I'm just gonna sell it directly to, I don't know if it's Timmy or Tommy, but one of them is in the tent. I'm gonna sell the shells to them. Nobody tell an intent talk on me if I'm somehow doing it wrong. I love the nice relaxing vibe of the music right now. Like, it just like, it makes it feel very chill. Which I feel like sometimes is ironic for this community, because my chat can be really chaotic sometimes, and the music will just be like super, super relaxing. Like borderline even making you sleep, and then we're just being super chaotic together. I can't get the rest of the shells because they're on other parts of the beach, but it's fine. I don't know if they sell flowers quite yet, but we'll see. And if they do, I'm probably gonna... Wait, actually, I don't think I have any money yet. I'll have to sell things first and then try that. Because I was gonna say one of the ways I can get Nook miles is to plant flowers. Oh yeah, we definitely can. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to sell a few things first. Oh, I thought somebody sent a message. It was literally just Streamlabs. I looked at it so fast, I thought I saw something from the corner of my eye. I do that sometimes. It'll just end up being either Nightbot or Streamlabs bot. Okay, I think I'm gonna definitely utilize some of that money towards getting some flowers. Oh, wait, even selling stuff got me Nook miles. Okay, we're doing good. We're making some like slow but steady progress, and that's what the whole challenge is gonna feel like, to be honest. It's gonna feel slow but steady. I can't even afford to buy 5 flower seeds. I'm slightly too broke for that. Maybe instead of that, maybe I should go and try to do the Nook miles option where I gather and sell weeds, because that'll give me more. Yeah, I'll probably just go and do that because I would rather buy the flowers in bulk. It's a lot simpler. By the way, guys, be sure that you like the stream if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Liking the stream is completely free and it's a very, very easy way to support me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hurt my toe. I think I will perish. There's something about toe injuries, like stubbing your toe or something, that's just so painful. That and then hitting your elbow on something, those are like the worst. I didn't know you were going to do the challenge. I'm so excited. Hello, Whimsy. Welcome to the live stream. How are you? It was like a super last minute decision, to be honest, because for a while, ever since I heard about it, I was very on the fence about it, especially because I had been struggling with burnout for so long. But I just kind of thought, you know, why not? Why not? And literally the thing is, the premiere for Pat's video where he talked about all the rules and information and everything for the challenge, that started an hour before I had to go live. And the thing that I almost streamed today, like had I not done this, I would have streamed Jackbox and I would have just played all the minigames, which that'll probably just get moved to next week because that's something I do still want to do. Yeah, it was like a very last minute thing. Oh, I chose to be a farmer, and I heard from somebody else in chat earlier, I don't know if they're still here, but they're saying a lot of people are choosing either farmer or forager, and that we need more variety. There are people definitely that are doing fashionista and fugitive, like totally there are, but they're just a bit less common right now. Reason for why they hurt. Elbows hurt because of the funny bone in both hands and feet are very sensitive to touch. Is there like an actual scientific name, or is it literally just called funny bone? I'm finally home. We had to make another pit stop. I'm hangry and tired to the point where I'm almost... Go get a snack. Like, please feel free to lurk as much as you need to. I totally get how frustrating that kind of feeling is. That's not fun. Please go get a snack or a meal of some sort. Do whatever you gotta do. I totally understand. I'm glad that you're finally home, though. Dinner isn't ready yet. Well, maybe get like a small snack until then. Like, if you're that hungry, like, you clearly need some fuel in your body. Even if it's like small, I feel like it'd be worth it to get a snack right now. Humorous. Is it actually? Or are you just messing with me? I should just eat to my bed. I might need to as well. Thank you for the reminder. Catch you up, Megs. Here is the map that I chose for the challenge. Just like with hard mode, there was a limited amount of rerolls. I went with the name Fernwood because I had to start mine with the letter F. My starters are Boots and Tammy. Tammy the bear, not Tammy the monkey. And then my native fruit is oranges. My native flower is roses. And my airport color is yellow. And so we're just doing various things right now to try and get to 5,000 Nook miles. It genuinely is called that. Maybe that's why they nicknamed it the funny bone then, because like it's pronounced the same way as the word humorous in like actual like humor, like as in like jokes. But they spelled it differently. So I see why it's called that now. The thing is though, there's nothing funny about hitting that part of your body on like a wall or a door or something. Like there is nothing, absolutely nothing funny about that. Not at all. I do get why they nicknamed it that way though, because it makes sense now. I had the perfect name for a caption when I get to college. Are you ready? I would love to hear. You can't just like say that, hype it up, and then not say it. So now you have to tell me. Well, I'm not gonna make you, but I would love to know now that you've said that. Nice, I love oranges. It's seriously, I just had insane luck with this. I was telling everybody that I was between this map and then a different map that we kind of had our eye on. It was between those two. I went with this one, and I told everybody that if I had like my own like choice to get exactly as like a certain fruit, that I wanted either oranges or cherries, and I got oranges on the first try. Got all the other really good stuff that I just listed on the first try. The only thing is I accidentally, because I wasn't paying enough attention, put my tent in the wrong spot. For some reason I thought it was Boots' tent, so mildly annoying, but I can fix that later on, so it's not that big of a deal. My college mascot is Wildcat, so my captain's gonna say, they call me a Wildcat, but this ain't High School Musical, it's Northern Michigan University. I love that. I'm somebody that grew up on High School Musical movies, so I love that for you. 10 out of 10. 5 stars on Yelp. Yes, and it makes a lot of sense since I'm doing theater too. It's perfect. Like truly, I feel like that's the most perfect caption for you, so I say go for it. Oh, random question I had to ask for you guys. I'm talking about it now, but I might honestly make it the question of the day for tomorrow's question of the day in the server as well. It's so good. So for context, Shiver just got back from a trip recently, and that makes me think. So whenever you guys come back from a trip of any sort, whether it was super far away or only like a shorter drive, but you still had to pack for whatever the trip was, are you the kind of person to unpack right away? Or do you put it in the corner of your room and ignore it for a really long time? Which one are you? I've done both. For a long time, I'm gonna confess here, I was the kind of person to leave it in the corner for a long time and ignore the fact that I need to unpack. But now that I'm older, I'm trying to have like better habits with that kind of thing, so I try to unpack it right away. Just because like once I make myself do that, I feel a lot better knowing that everything's been either like put away or put in like the washer, depending on whatever it was that I had. Unpack instantly. I wish I started doing that younger, because like even though it's like you just go home, you just want to relax, you want to lay down or maybe shower, depending on how you feel, and it's really frustrating going into it right away trying to unpack because you just want to relax, but it is so worth it to just make yourself do it for however long that takes. I just feel so much better knowing that the stuff is put away. But like I'll be real with you, for a long time I was the kind of person just like put it in the corner and forget about it. The only exception to that when I was younger is like if there was some sort of trip where it involved maybe like being at the beach or being near water and like I had a swimsuit, of course I'm gonna at the very least unpack the swimsuit type stuff because it doesn't just sit there, because I'm pretty sure if you left like a wet swimsuit in whatever bag that you had, it would probably get like mildewy and gross. But at the very least, if you had a swimsuit, you should unpack the swimsuit, if anything, because that's gonna make everything else in the bag disgusting if you don't. Take me a while to pick up all these. I just figured it's the only area that I can access right now, so I'm just gonna grab all of them to clean up the island so it looks a little bit better overall, and plus I can sell the weeds, and I need to sell them anyways after gathering them to get Nook miles, so it's a win-win in a couple of ways for me. It's just gonna be tedious. It depends on how long the vacation is and what time I'm coming home, because if it's like a 6-hour ride home from vacation, I ain't doing all that. Honestly, as much as I feel better not like unpacking right away, I kind of agree with you on that. Well, let's say whatever kind of trip it was, let's say it was somewhere like an hour drive roughly, and it was like a smaller amount of items, would you just unpack it right away? I wonder how many I have so far. That's a lot, actually. The fact that I almost have 3 stacks of 99 weeds, that's a lot. Oh, something I was thinking about earlier, I hadn't mentioned it yet, but I wanted to talk about it. So whenever Animal Crossing was a bit more new in terms of how long it had been out for, as a player and also a creator in general, but especially like emphasizing on the creator part because I would always make content off of my islands, I would always make an island, I would in a way kind of speedrun it or like, try to finish it decently fast, make a dream address, and then make a new island. That was constantly the cycle that I did. And now that the game is considered older because it's been out for quite a while now, I feel like I've completely flipped. Like I'm opposite now. I consider myself a chronic restarter at this point because I was very willing to just right away reset Nightshade, didn't think twice about it. And then were a couple of islands from before that either never got finished or that I just reset pretty quickly. Like I'm probably not going to be completing islands as well as quickly as I used to. But like, hey, the game has been out for quite a while now. I feel like that's fair. Would you guys feel like you're the same? Like, do you feel like you are a chronic restarter, or would you say that you still finish islands? What would you say? think I'm almost done. I feel like I've walked around all the edges and I haven't seen any more aside from this little patch right here. So I think this might be the last of it. I still want to finish islands. It's like in my head, I want to finish them, but then I don't end up finishing them. It's like the desire is there, but does it actually end up happening? As of lately, not really. But the desire is definitely there. Oh wait, there was more, never mind, I missed them. I don't think it'll give me the option to gather the Nook Miles until I've sold all of these. I've never finished an island before, so I'd consider myself a chronic restarter. And honestly, as long as that's a play style that you're content with, or that you don't feel like you have any problems with, I feel like that's what matters. Like, even if the game was still brand new, I feel like it's really not that deep. Like, if you want to play a certain way, or if you have a habit of playing a certain way, and you're content with that, then, like, who cares? Like, you bought the game for yourself to enjoy, and if you want to enjoy it by playing it a certain way, then go for it. That's what I think. Not me shaking an item from a tree. I mean, you got your first free furniture item then. It's gonna be harder to have furniture in the challenge, excuse me. Pee pee poo poo. Wow, you were very brave to say that, Kyle. Somebody had to say it. That was very brave of you. Wise words indeed. You should clip that and put it in the stream clips channel. And if for some reason, if it's not long enough to go through there, you can just DM it to me on Discord. I think what I'll do now, since I'm almost at 5,000 Nook Miles, is once I get there and I pick out my roof color and everything for my house, I'll probably try to craft a net and then go around and try to fill out my Critterpedia bit with like bugs and fish, the best I can. I think that'd be a good idea, because that's part of the challenge too. Did I sell the item? It depends on what it is. I know one of the items, or not items, one of the ways that you can get Nook Miles is by putting furniture outside. So if you wanted to, you could place it outside and like have that count towards it. I would say either sell it or do that. Hello, Rich. Welcome to the stream. I'm good. How are you? I think I just got more Nook Miles literally from buying flowers, but that's great. I say that's a good thing, by the way. I feel like that sounded sarcastic. I didn't mean for it to sound sarcastic. It's Big Bear, so I think I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, go for it. Whatever you feel like doing. You'll technically have it cataloged, and I don't think there's anything against buying furniture from your catalog. But if you ever change your mind in the future, you could just buy it from there. And then I'm going to be planting my flowers around resident services. Whenever I eventually do get Isabel, it helps your island to get to 3 stars a little bit faster if you have flowers by resident services. That annoys me. It was supposed to go right here next to the other one, and then it went in a weird spot. Now I have to go buy 2 more just so it's even. And by the way, random question, if a few of you could just give me feedback really, really fast. Whenever this stream ends, would you guys like for me to make a pinned comment for this stream where I can put the timestamp from whenever the restarting process started? I didn't start right away. Like, I just kind of rambled at first. We talked for a bit while the stream was getting started, and I reminisced on the island by running around for a little bit. So like, would you guys want me to make a pinned comment where it's like, hey, here's where I actually start restarting? It's in the clip chat. Thank you so much for clipping that. I need to make sure that I gather enough clips for the end of the year stream highlights video, which if it's needed, I can always go back and gather a bunch of my own clips randomly. I'm good? Yes, okay, cool. I probably will regardless, actually. I just feel like I want to make sure that people would be interested, though. I just feel like it's a good idea either way, because I feel like if you're going to watch the VOD, what you're probably here for is watching me do the reset process. So it's probably a good idea. Go ahead and post that. I literally need 200 more Nook miles. Oh yeah, I haven't crafted a net yet, and I need to fill out the Critterpedia a little bit more anyways. Okay, what do I need to craft a net? I have like 35 clips I have that you can add to the compilation that you've sent already or that you haven't sent yet. If there's any that you haven't sent yet, I would love to see whatever they are. I have 3,750 Nook miles. I think it was you that told me this, but a while back it was somebody that told me, I'm pretty sure it was you, that if you're not like doing any specific challenge or there's rules or something kind of like with Rags to Riches and with hard mode, you can go to a treasure island and then pick up the gold tools and that would give you Nook miles really fast and it'd be enough to pay off your house. I can't do that this time around, but like normally for an island, that's something that I would do. And I feel like it was you that told me that. I have sent somewhere in DMs and somewhere in stream clips. Got it. Well, thank you so much for clipping them. I know I can always go back and clip my own content if it's needed at the end of the year whenever I make that video. It just makes it a little bit easier whenever people clip them on my behalf and either like DM it to me or send it in the stream clips channel. I'll get the last of my Nook miles by catching bugs, which again, it'll help me with the Critterpedia, so I'm gonna do that now. And then at some point I need to check the list of dailies and see what I can do at the moment. I feel like there's not going to be that many bugs though, just because there's not a whole lot of flowers or anything yet. So there's nowhere for the bugs to really spawn at, like no reason for them to spawn. Yesterday was fun for me. We didn't too much, but it was fun. What, you mean at home? What did you guys do? If you're open to sharing, of course. You don't have to if you don't want to. And yeah, of course, even if you can't do a whole video, it could be something small and cute we could watch at the end of the year, like year 3 stream. I just like doing the compilation videos. They're fun. And it's like a way to highlight some of the best and funniest moments throughout the past year. I remember the first, and actually I think it was the first and second time that I made the videos, I had to go back and clip some stuff of my own, which is totally fine. I feel like it's gonna take a while to get enough bugs. How did I miss this earlier? I thought I picked up all the shells. I said, all right, I'm taking these weeds. I mean, I thought I picked them all up earlier so I could sell them, and then I realized that I missed some. Is he scaring the bugs off the trees? Are you doing the thing where it's like you can hold down the A button and then walk and it helps you to like creep up on them? That's usually what I do if I remember. Again, that's emphasis on the if I remember. Maybe you're getting too close then, because like you have to be at a certain distance still even when like you're creeping up on them for it to still work where they don't fly away. So maybe you're getting a little bit too close. Given I can't see how close you are to it, so I could also be wrong. I think what I'll do is, since down here on the bottom left is where I put all the fish that I'm catching, I'll probably just keep this like as like the critter zone. I think I'm gonna have all the bugs be on this side, just that way the bugs and the fish are in like the same general area and I know where all of them are and where I can find them. I also just don't want them scattered all over the island. That would be annoying. I need to make sure to look at the rivers too, because sometimes, I don't remember what exactly it's called, but there's some sort of bug that spawns in the water that you have to catch with a net instead of not a fish, a fishing rod. I'm not seeing any yet. I feel better. Dinner was good. What did you have? I don't really know what we're having yet. I mean, we're missing some stuff, but if all goes to what's ideal to me, we might be making some baked potatoes, and I love baked potatoes, but we just don't have any. Well, we live really close to the grocery store, so we could easily just go and grab a couple of things. Wouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, we celebrated my dad's birthday. We sang, gave presents to him, and then chilled. But yeah, it's that's what I did yesterday. Well, I hope you had a good time. I had a chicken tomato noodle dish. It was really good. That kind of reminds me of that that feta and tomato pasta dish I saw on TikTok for a long time. You guys remember that one time I tried to make it, and then because I got the ratio of water wrong, because like, you know how like with some pastas, like you're meant to leave like a certain amount of water, like a little bit left over. I left too much by accident, so the sauce was way too runny and it ruined the whole thing. Everything else I did correctly. I just messed up the ratio. You guys remember that though? That was embarrassing, and I was so mad because that pasta looked so good and it tasted really good, but just kind of ruined the dish having the sauce be the wrong texture. Or I guess consistency is the better word, not texture. Speaking of, it drops off potatoes for you, then it chills on a tree. Thank you for the potatoes, so I don't have to go to the grocery store. I appreciate your gift. Thank you so much. Speaking of those, honestly, I probably repeat questions periodically anyways, but in my defense, there's no way that I can remember every single answer in chat, so forgive me if it's a repetitive question that I asked at some point. But whenever you guys eat a baked potato, what are your favorite toppings to have on it? Like, what's like your go-to baked potato toppings? I feel like I've definitely asked before, but it's fine. And now I have 5 Nook miles, which is great. I'm gonna go sit down all of the bugs that I just caught, and then I'll talk to Tom Nook about my house. Part of me is like worried that I'm missing some sort of little detail, or like, or if maybe I did something that was against a rule. I don't know. I feel like I'm very worried, which is it's probably fine. I haven't done anything. I'm just trying to be really good about following the rules. That's not what I meant to do, but sure. I'm also worried that I broke a rule. I mean, I feel like ultimately it's really not that big of a deal. I just like genuinely really do want to abide by the rules. So like I get worried that I'm not doing it correctly. I know it is at the end of the day just a game though. And it's not that big of a deal. I'm trying not to place any of these too close to the rock so that way I can hit it better. That just seems TikTok saying when you have a good stretch and then you get a cramp. What do you mean? Just seems? I've had that happen before, like where like maybe like I was stretching. I've also had it happen where my foot fell asleep and then my foot started cramping. I've had it happen too while stretching, but like it's happened to me more so like while my foot was asleep, and that was not a fun time. No problem. I had tons of potatoes at my house anyways. My favorite topping is cooked cheese, and no, it's not a repetitive question. I just feel like I've asked before on a stream, so like I feel bad whenever I accidentally repeat questions. I almost tried to go in something and I remembered that I couldn't do that. Hello, your mom. Welcome to the live stream. Considering there's a whole bunch of rules for the challenge, though, I feel like I'm doing well. I feel like I'm doing a good job so far. I mean, given it's inevitably going to get harder at some point, but I feel like for the first day in the game, I'm doing good. I feel like this challenge has gone very smoothly so far. Are you keyboard mashing or are you saying something? 'Cause I don't know what that means. I feel like part of me wants to go with a purple roof because it's my favorite color, but I don't know realistically how long it's going to be until I have my next house upgrade where I can change the roof color again. So I feel like I should take a little bit more time into considering what color the roof is going to be. Who's your favorite anime character? Mine is... Okay, I don't know how to pronounce those names, but I do know... I have heard of My Hero Academia, and then the other one I don't know how to pronounce either. The only animes I've ever seen were Black Butler and Attack on Titan, but I am later tonight gonna start watching Demon Slayer for the first time. But to answer your question more properly though, I always thought Sebastian from Black Butler was a really cool character. I might also, just so it blends in with the surroundings a bit more, maybe choose like a green roof, because I feel like that'll blend in with everything else a lot better. I think it's either gonna be like green, maybe even like red, or maybe purple. I don't know. One of those three probably. It's a 12-episode anime, and it's so sad but good. I met somebody recently that really likes Demon Slayer, and they recommended it to me, so I want to watch it. I think I'm gonna go with green. I feel like it fits in with the vibe of the name Fernwood Island a lot better. Plus, I just feel like it'll blend into the surroundings a little bit more. Well, I honestly watched different animes while growing up. I haven't seen really that many, to be honest, because I don't really get in the mood to watch that often, but whenever I do, I get in the mood for it and I binge watch it. Speaking of that, by the way, if anybody here is interested in watching Black Butler, or if you haven't watched it in a long time, you watched it in the past, they announced a while back that they're coming out with a 4th season finally. Actually, is that the right number? I know, but just another season. Oh no, I have seen Sailor Moon, I have. But it's been a very, 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 very long time. Which that reminds me, there's a cozy game that's coming out. I don't remember when exactly. Off the top of my head, I have to go and look it up. But there's a cozy game called Fields of Mystria coming out. And it's basically like a Sailor Moon pixel art farming game. I say Sailor Moon because the art looks a lot like Sailor Moon. What is it about? I really do recommend it, but I'm also terrible at explaining things. So quite literally, I'm gonna tell you whatever Google says. Okay, hold on. I think his name was pronounced Ciel, so please forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong. So there's a young character named Ciel who has formed a contract with the demon Sebastian, who disguises himself as his butler to seek revenge on those who tortured him and had, I'm saying this so that way YouTube doesn't get mad at me, but unalived his parents. In exchange for his services, Sebastian will be allowed to consume Ciel's soul. It's kind of dark, but I really like it. If you're into dark and or scary things, I wouldn't say it's scary per se, but it has some dark themes to it. If you're into that kind of thing, I would recommend it. You say unlocked blathers? I don't have blathers yet. I feel like you must be doing a lot faster than me. Wait, what's wrong with it? Was something being British, Kyle? For this this one, but I never saw Back But Other before, and that's okay. I'm trying to remember where you can watch it on. Because it has been a really long time. I just say that because I've watched all of it, and then they didn't make another season for a long time. I should probably look up whatever the dailies are for the challenge so I can start working on some of those. I mean, that sounds cool. I feel like it's worth watching maybe like at least a few episodes, and if you decide that it's not really your thing, you could always just stop watching it. I still need to get enough Nook Miles to upgrade my house though. That's okay. I want a caramel apple in peanuts. So you want to take a candied apple, caramel, and roll it in crushed peanuts. Is that what she means? I'm taking that very literally here. Okay. Looking up the dailies, you have to, okay. That's part of the time traveling. I have to complete all the daily times 2 Nook Miles and goals, supersedes the economy rules. Just complete the daily NPC quest. I don't have any NPCs at the moment. And then all the bugs, efficiency, creatures, fossils, and artworks that are all have to be donated before you sell it, which I'm already taking care of that. So I think what I'll work on for the remainder of the stream, which by the way, I've been live for 2 hours and 16 minutes. I'm gonna work on the Nook Miles goals, like the daily Nook Miles goals. Good question, by the way, nobody's in trouble here. I just need to know if it's just my chat that's glitched or if anybody else's is glitched. I keep seeing some of Shiver's messages be sent twice. Is anybody else seeing that, or is it just glitched on my end? I think Kyle was talking about the stereotypical British person. I still don't get it. But let's see what the Nook Miles goals are. I've already planted flower seeds, but apparently that doesn't count anymore. I'll go and do that. Take another picture. Catch a black bass. That should be fairly easy. Earn bells by selling items. I don't know what else I'm going to sell now. And then spend bells to buy items. Okay. Test. I seen it to send bells to start. It's going to make cats water. No, you're good. It's okay. No, you Shiver, you are not in trouble. You're fine. It's just, it's glitched right now for some reason. Like, it keeps, like, sending some of your messages twice, but I know that you're not doing that on purpose. You're fine. Here, I'll send it in mod chat, but I'll take a picture on my end what that looks like. Here. And then I'll show you. I don't know why it's doing that. Does it mean go around the, like, bridge? Okay, that's not nice. I mean, I know it's a meme, but, like, that's not nice. That's kind of mean. Here, Shiver, check mod chat in a second. I'll show you what I mean. Wait, never mind. I need to take a better picture because that one was not very good. Ignore the one I just sent. The second picture will be better. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, that one should work a lot better now. I don't know why it's doing it. I know you're not doing it on purpose, so it's fine. I got enough Nook Miles. I feel like the Nook Miles part was honestly not as bad as I thought it would be, but I feel like after this point, it's going to start to get a lot harder. I don't think you have to, unless it's part of the daily Nook Miles up there, I don't think we have to do any daily stretching or anything. Once that picture is done, that one is taken care of. That was pretty easy. And then need to get the flower seeds, catch a black bass. I only need to catch one of those. Do I still have a fishing rod or no? I do. Okay, so I think the black bass are from the river. Let's go do that. I guess YouTube is just in a silly little mood today because normally it doesn't do that kind of thing where things get sent twice randomly. Wait, I have an idea, Shiver. Try joining on your alt account because I have that one modded too. Try joining and then see, well, we can see if it does it on that account too. I keep casting out the fishing rod and then it turns away from me immediately. Like, homie, you're wasting the amount of times I can use this fishing rod. Is it still duplicating? I can't tell yet, because like it takes like a couple of seconds for the duplicate message to pop up, so I'll let you know in a moment. Can this fish just take the bait already? It's getting annoying. There we go. It's like, oh, you were talking bad about me? You were talking some smack? And now it's suddenly interested. I don't see anything yet, so it could have just been like a weird glitch with the other account. I haven't seen a second one yet. So I think you're fine. Either way, I know you weren't doing it on purpose, so you're good either way. There's also a dace, not a black bass, so I have to keep looking. The black bass are from the river though, right? Like I feel like I caught one earlier and it was out of the river. Dang it, that scared me. I was worried it would do that. I was gonna say if I could squeeze past after moving that, that'd be great. And then I should be able to catch it, but it scared it away, unfortunately. Okay. I'm gonna leave the map up there for a little bit because I feel like some people maybe didn't see it, and I'm gonna get my drink. Honestly, I feel like I could not have been more lucky with this map. The river is like a fairly unique shape, sure, but I have a good amount of land to work with. I have a good amount of space to run around on. I have a cool pond that was naturally shaped like a flower or a star, depending on how you look at it. Like, I just, not to toot my own horn, but I just feel like I got so lucky with this. Like, I cannot possibly be more thrilled over like how well that went selecting a map. Okay, my sheets are changed. I don't care if they don't match. I mean, as long as they're clean, then that's what matters. Honestly, even if the sheets weren't totally clean, I wouldn't judge either because that's none of my business. I don't know why I went to go and catch that because it's not like it's a black bass. Because the bass can only show up in the rivers. At least the black bass. The sea bass come out of the ocean. That's not the right fish either. And honestly, by the way, something else I just now thought about. Let's say like a little bit down the road, I decide not to do this challenge anymore. I may honestly just keep the island anyways. Like just being completely honest with you. Let's say that I do stop the challenge at some point. I feel like it's a perfectly good island. It's a great map. I like the native fruit. I like the airport color. That, and then keeping in mind right now that I haven't been streaming it as much, so like it would take me longer to complete islands anyways. And if you guys remember a while ago, I said that in the fall, I was interested in doing a fall cottagecore island. And considering that I have orange as my native fruit, I feel like yellow and orange airports are some of the best airports for a fall island. And I have a yellow airport. And look, oh, wrong button. My island name is Fernwood. I feel like that's a very fall name. Like that's a very cottagecore name. So I feel like if I play this for a while and then change my mind about doing Rags to Riches, then I could easily just make this island into my fall cottagecore island. Like, do you guys see what I mean? I feel like it'd be great for that. These are taking up space in my pockets, so none of these are the black bass, but it's fine. I'll deal with these later. Okay, that one might be it. Hopefully I don't scare it. I almost clicked it too early. I had to try so hard to concentrate and not press too early, only for it to end up not being a black bass. Wow, okay. Okay, Lexi, I'm channeling you. I just put on a purple t-shirt and shorts, and the blanket I grabbed was a purple blanket. You're manifesting my energy. I'm actually astral projecting right now, and my spirit is in the room. I need this to be the black bass. I need the points from doing the Nook Miles. Why are none of these the bass? Did I get it confused? Is the black bass out of the ocean and not the river? Because I thought it was out of the river. My hair is purple. You basically have all of my energy right now. You are fully channeling me. You're basically manifesting all of my interests right now. Being cozy and the color purple. Well, that's not all of my interests, but you know what I mean. I have to go make another fishing rod now. Big shadow in the river is, so the really big ones. Okay. Well, at least I was right about the river. I was starting to feel like I just was wrong about it or something. I feel like both black bass and sea bass are both fairly common fish, especially sea bass. Emphasis on the sea bass. I just remembered something. A while back, I changed my stream schedule, and that makes me, like, what that means, I need to update my stream schedule command message, because instead of it being, like, changing from week to week, now it's just Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Central. I haven't updated that command. I was going to say, oh, like, at the end of the stream, I should start doing that again, or remind everybody what my schedule is, and then I realized, oh, wait, I haven't even updated the command. Embarrassing. Where is Resident Services? I'm not used to this map yet. There we go. Here we go. I found a smaller channel who's also doing Rags to Riches Challenge Island. I'm not going to be raiding quite yet, but I definitely would love to raid somebody. So I think what I'll probably do is type in ACNH Rags to Riches. I guarantee you that's probably at everybody's titles or descriptions, and I'm probably just going to filter through all of them and then pick somebody out of that to raid. Who is it though? I'm curious now. I'm open to raid suggestions always. I just can't guarantee that, like, I'll choose whatever the suggestion is, but I'm open to suggestions. Let's go try this again. That one's not very large. I feel like that one's more like a medium size, so I'm not really gonna try and catch that one. Yeah, I think I've seen that channel. I don't know the person's pronouns and I don't want to assume, but didn't they also do hard mode? I feel like a lot of people did hard mode. Not everybody, but a large portion of the community at some point or another participated in hard mode. I might try and do a different Nook Miles task then until I wait for that to spawn, because it's taking a while for it to spawn, it seems. I keep clicking the wrong buttons. I'm not fully looking. Okay, I thought so. And I can earn bells by selling items and spending bells to buy items. It does say in the rules that whatever these Nook Miles tasks are, whatever it involves, it supersedes the economy rules. So if something involves the economy that would normally be against the rules, it's fine in that scenario because it's a Nook Miles task. I have to earn bells and then spend some of them both as the task. I think... Oh yeah, I think there were other shells I didn't get, so I'm gonna grab those and sell them. And then whatever bells I have out of that, I think I'll probably spend on some more flowers. Thanks for the hydration reminder. I appreciate it. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm glad you're finally laying down to relax. You deserve to relax. I hope that your dinner was yummy and that laying down with having eaten dinner makes you feel better. That's always nice whenever you have a long day and you finally like get to have dinner and then you go lay down and or shower depending on what you're doing. It's just always nice. I'll sell these and hopefully that'll help. I was hoping that would somehow help like check off the Nook Miles tasks, but it didn't, unfortunately. It's okay though. I haven't asked since earlier. I just want to double check so I haven't asked in a little bit. Has my voice cut out at all lately? I know there were like a handful of times that it happened earlier by accident because there was an issue with the mic, but has it happened at all lately? How has that not helped yet with the Nook Miles? I don't think so. Okay, cool. Apparently haven't spent enough bells for the rest of the items. That's annoying. And earning bells by selling items. I have to earn a total of 5,000 and then spend that same 5,000. You think it hasn't? Has anybody else like maybe heard any issues? I like to check. Just like I would hate to be streaming a whole bunch with like my voice randomly cutting out because that wouldn't be very pleasant. I was originally gonna stop it like at the edge where it would like line up perfectly, and then the flowers keep planting themselves in the wrong spots. Sounds good to me. Sorry, sending a long text. You're good. It's okay. I mean, at least in doing that, I got that Nook Miles task checked off. I still need the black bass, and I don't know what else I'm gonna sell to be able to get that. If anybody else in chat is participating in, I keep wanting to call it hard mode, participating in Rags to Riches, do you happen to know, like, since the Nook Miles tasks supersede any of the economy rules, it would be fine if I just gathered a bunch of my native fruit, right, and then sold it. That would be okay, right? I have to sell a bunch of stuff and then use that same amount of bells and spend it to get those Nook Miles tasks checked off. So, like, that'd be fine then, right? Because if so, then that's probably what I'll end up doing. I mean, I sold my native fruit. I mean, as long as I'm understanding all the rules and everything fine, I feel like it's allowed. I'm just trying to like double, triple check everything. I don't think this one's the black bass, to be honest, but I'm gonna go for it. I mean, technically, since we have to really grind for money in this challenge. The more fish, the better, so that way whenever CJ eventually does show up, whatever duplicates of fish that I have that don't need to be donated anymore, I can just sell them to him. Go to mod chat? Okay, hold on. You're good, Shiver. Thank you for letting me know. You're fine. It's okay. You know, I'm just gonna go for it, and then if the Rags to Riches Challenge police yell at me, so be it. That's what we called people last time, but with hard mode, we would say hard mode police. Like, as much as everybody's collectively trying to abide by the rules, inevitably sometimes they're gonna get accidentally broken. And I don't think it's that big of a deal. No, I thought I still had a net with me. I was gonna shake that, not shake that tree. But capture whatever bug that was. I'm gonna have to go craft another net because now I want to catch that so I can have it for the Critterpedia. That's why I can't do it. I don't like rules. Understandable. I feel like it's inevitably not going to be for everybody. I will say, I feel like it's going to be a fun challenge to watch to like stream and video wise. Have you completed all your tasks already? Because I feel like you started after me and you've completed yours so much faster already. Okay, how much closer am I now? Let me see. I still need a lot more bells. Honestly, I might just go around to all the fruit trees and sell them, which I might end up regretting. Because whenever I get around to the part where I have to craft a bunch of stuff for the 3 villager plots, I know inevitably they're going to require some of the fruit that I have. I'm hoping that by then my native fruit has grown some. But I'm going to log off now. I feel like I did pretty good for day 1. Absolutely, I agree. I think you did great for the first day. Wait, that one might be the black bass. Gotta focus right now. Gotta focus. That made a loud noise because my Joy-Con was on the desk and it vibrated whenever I caught it, so that startled me. At least I finally caught it. That's what counts here. And then these 2 are the only things that I have left. I forgot to craft a net. It's okay. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities to catch that same bug. I'm just trying to make sure that at the very least, by the end of the stream, that I've completed all the Nook Miles tasks. By the way, Rich, are you doing Rags to Riches? And if so, which category did you choose? I'm leaving those oranges there for now so that way I can mark which tree had that bug on it. I'm gonna make sure I don't miss any orange trees because I need as much as I can get so I can finish those tasks for now. Because otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna end up selling. Hopefully that's enough because I don't know what else I'm gonna do. No, that's okay. It's not going to be for everybody. I wanted to at least give it a good try, and then my backup plan is like, let's say that I do end up stopping the challenge at some point. I'm just going to make this island into the cottagecore fall island that I wanted to, because I was already planning on doing that for a while, and I don't stream or play this game every single day anymore anyways. Yeah. I'm going to give the challenge a good try for a while, and if it doesn't work out, so be it, and then I'll make this island into the cottagecore fall island that I wanted to make. Literally, you know, look at that. I'm 20 bells away from being, like, hitting the mark of 5,000 bells earning. Welcome back from your lurk, Gobi. Hope you're doing well. It's the way that it's literally 20 bells away. 20. There's gotta be a shell or an orange that I missed somehow, because that's gonna be nice here. Actually, no, I know that there is. You wanna know how I know that? I used that one tree and like left those orange there so I couldn't tell which one was which. Unless I accidentally picked it up and forgot about it, then never mind. Okay, I'm gonna leave that orange in the front so I can still tell which one is which, but I'm gonna sell this singular orange and hopefully that'll help. And yeah, welcome back. By the way, guys, be sure that you go ahead and like the stream, and if anybody here hasn't subscribed already, I would really appreciate if you could. I have been inching my way towards 4,000 subscribers and I am very close now, so if you haven't already, I would appreciate the support. Thank you so much. If you heard a little noise, that was my Joy-Con accidentally tapping the desk for a moment. And the last thing that I've got to do for the daily Nook Miles tasks is spending bells to buy items. I'm already partly the way through. So I think since I want a lot of flowers by resident services to help up my island to the 3-star rank when I get to that point, I'll probably just buy some flowers in bulk. And I feel like that'll be fine. Or actually, maybe I should buy a tool. I went with the white roses just because I have roses, my native flower, and I already bought a bunch of the other red flowers. I feel like I should just do this. Okay, so I thought I was close enough, but I wasn't. I just have to buy a little bit more. It's okay, though. It was one of the other Nook Miles things that went off. Excuse me. And then this last packet, I'm gonna buy that last bulk pack of flowers and plant that by my house. So I can have like a mini garden by my house, because why not? I think I've done everything I can really do for today though. I have the island picked out. I have my Nook Miles paid for to pay off my first house. I've done all of my daily Nook Miles tasks. And I don't have any NPC quests that I can do today because there's no NPCs on the island because it's a brand new island. I think I've done just about everything that I can do for today. Let me just go ahead and plant these flowers. I'm gonna plant all of these behind resident services, and the other pack that has only 5 seeds, I'm gonna plant that by my house. Alrighty, let me see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, but I would love to raid somebody. Today's stream has gone so well. I had such a nice time. I love the challenge so far. Let me go and see who else is doing this challenge that we can send some positivity over to. Let's see. Who's doing it? I'm just trying to see everybody who's doing the challenge. So I would love to raid somebody that's doing the challenge. Let's see. Okay, so there's a couple of different people doing it. I'm doing it right now. Chuck is doing it, and then All Stuff in Games is doing it. There's like a handful of people. Okay. I think I've picked out who I want to send you guys over to. I was between two people, but neither of them, I've rated neither of them before. Neither of these people that I was between have I rated, so I think I want to raid All Stuff in Games. I grabbed the link for you guys. He is also doing Animal Crossing Rags to Riches. I, again, almost said hard mode. Okay. I'm going to end the poll as well, because I almost forgot to do that. So here is, oh, oops, hello. There we go. Okay, it wouldn't work at first, but there's the link. Paste that a few times. I'm sure that's plenty, but I'm gonna keep going anyways. And then I need to update my schedule command, so I can't do that right now, but my stream schedule, if anybody is new here or if you watch the VOD, I stream Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. And with all of this being said, thank you so much for watching my stream. Thank you for liking it, and thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed already, you really should. It's free. It's a very easy way to support me, and I am inching my way to 4K at the moment. And I will see you guys next week for some more live streams. Bye, everyone!